Hello and welcome to Filling It Reading the News, episode number 156. In the chat, there's nobody because they're probably all watching Rattling Monkey or someone else. Which is fine. I see your face. What?
Just harsh.
Oh, did I turn down the...
I'm always harsh.
Cat, get off the cord! Ow!
Hello, TC.
Holy crap,
So, Cat, we are failing at
yank my
co-hosting.
neck off.
Kitty.
It's fine. It filled the dead air, so I'm not complaining. Shopper is saying Fashion Nova's revealing Toy Story costumes are ruining childhoods. Fashion Nova's Halloween outfits are selling out fast, but not everyone's convinced. I mean, I'm not complaining.
I mean, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Are they complaining already?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
It's not as if they're kids. It's not as if they're for kids. They're clearly adult costumes.
Man, I tell you what, them two gals there, poof. Man, they give Buzz and Woody a different idea there.
Fucking,
Give them a
I'd quite
whole
happily
new
take her. I'd quite happily take her to infinity and beyond. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Hello, Davey. Thanks.
Saddle up, partner. Anyway.
I agree.
Rewatching Toy Story reminds us of a simpler time in our lives. We will always hold in a special place in our hearts for Buzz and Woody. With Halloween trends turning from spooky to sexy more and more each year, it seems that even our childhood heroes are immune from a revealing makeover. You mean are not? Actually, no, I didn't. No, actually, I fucked that one up. They didn't. Online retailer Fashion Nova released a line of Toy Story-inspired Halloween outfits showing our favorite cowboy and space ranger in a very different light. With a price tag of around £48, even the Pizza Planet aliens are subject to a suggestive redesign. I mean, I'm just gonna leave that there for a while.
I mean, they could do something a little bit better about the wings, but I'm not complaining.
£48 is a bit much, but as long as I'm not the one paying for it.
Yeah. Hey, slide that up a bit. Slide that back up a bit for a second there. A little higher. A little higher. A little higher. Okay, how about the other direction? Hello, baby. Woof. Okay, anyway. I'm married.
You may be, but I can say that is a work of art right there.
Yeah, making fun of a single so we can just look at it and enjoy it.
Yep.
Yeah, the rules are you can look, but you can't touch. I thought the rules were you could look, but you couldn't touch.
Yeah, pretty much. But the problem is, you can only look so much before you want to touch.
Right. Yeah, the American brand is careful not to directly link the range of products in the animated series, naming the cowboy outfit new sheriff in town, which looks like Woody forgot to wear his trousers. I don't understand why Woody though. Should be better if it was Jesse.
Listen, there was a snake in his trousers. That's why he ain't wearing them right now.
No fucking hell, but look at this. Look at this. There's a fucking snake in my trousers right now.
I'll say I'm looking at her. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I don't know. Is she wearing jeans or is she wearing chaps? Oh God!
I think that's just a garter belt.
Oh sweet.
Well, that's just pants.
That's not even pants.
I wouldn't call it, like those even kind of shorts.
They're like denim panties.
Those are drawers. Those are just drawers. But you know what? I ain't complaining.
Hello, Mandy.
Yeah, hello, Mandy.
Hey, Mandy, we found your Halloween costume.
Infinity and Beyond and Ooh the Claw both resemble Buzz Lightyear and the aliens. Watching their outfits on the wrong heat costumes have been proved as a big hit as they sell out fast, with fans flooding Fashion Novas Instagram page with comments asking if the outfits will be in stock before October 31st. I assume they will be. I'm just going to leave that on screen for a bit because why the hell not? I mean, smash or pass. I'm going to say smash.
Smash.
Yeah.
If it would not ruin, see, you should have paused for a minute there. You know, if it wouldn't ruin my marriage, I'd go for that alien that you just passed.
Mm.
Oof,
That
hello,
was not
baby.
good, I would say.
Oof.
That's probably
Tight
so
and
fast,
shiny. Tight and shiny. Ooh.
Not everyone felt the same way, with one commenting childhood ruined. And then I asked, I wonder if people really buy these to go out trick or treating. One, well, obviously not, because they're adult costumes. Like anyone who dresses their kid up in something like that shouldn't have kids, really.
You'd probably go to like a party, like an adult party with like alcohol and what have you, but probably not to actually go trick or treating.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, this is the whole line of costume. It's just a. I understand. Start fussing about the quote unquote sexy costumes. You know, sexy firefighter, sexy cop, sexy this, sexy that. I understand where they're coming from when they complain about that, but god damn, these girls. I mean, they're just going to dress like a Playboy bunny if those other costumes didn't exist. So, might as well give them a bit of creativity too.
Yeah. And it makes sense because a lot of people like Toy Story as a kid, so
yeah.
Well, not so much the Woody. You think if it was a girl's costume, if it was meant for women, it would be a Jessie one, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily.
Denim does not belong on a camel, though. No, if anything, I'd say the alien one's got one of a camel, though.
Oh, that Darren, you could definitely read lips.
I don't know. I'm severely digging. I'm highly digging the alien one too myself because tight and shiny.
Well, I've heard commented, save it for the strip club.
That's probably where they're going to work with these costumes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. If I saw that like out trick-or-treating, I'd feel sorry for them. It is cold as hell.
I got some candy for you, baby. Come here. Anyway.
They aren't the only characters who seem to have inspired Fast and Other costumes, with Space Jam, Beetlejuice, Jessica Rabbit, and Cruella de Vil. All very recognizable on the website. I wouldn't mind seeing the Jessica Rabbit one.
You got to be a buxom redhead to pull off Jessica Rabbit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not the first time Fast and Over has raised eyebrows among film fans after the buckle up, mock-up redneck romper was quickly compared to something from the Slutty Matrix. We'll never watch Toy Story in the same way again. I don't know. If anything, they made Toy Story more exciting than it was.
Here's something else that will ruin Toy Story. Where the hell is Andy's dad?
I don't know. Apparently they ran out of time to write him in, so that's why they didn't write him in.
I'm all for the single mother taking care of her kids. She seems to be doing good at it, but where's the father?
I don't know. I'd go as a sexy Stinky Pete from Toy Story 2. I don't know how that would work, though.
There. Oh, shoot. It. You know how Rule 34 is. If it exists, there's porn of it. There's
Yeah.
also a rule. There's also a gender swapped version of it. I can't remember the number though. So it exists.
Anyway. Clutch your balls. People clutch your balls.
I can point you to a comic strip where Tails turns out to be female.
Yeah, isn't there Sonic fan fiction? Erotic Sonic fan fiction.
Basically, it actually explains it. Like, apparently, Sonic is a dumbass and thought Tails was a boy, and Tails just never corrected him.
Tails' real name isn't even Tails; it's Miles Tails per hour, isn't it? So they could do
It's Miles Powers. Get it? Miles per hour.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, bullfighter gravely ill after being gorged in the groin for the second time. Understandable.
The second time, after the first time, I'd go, fuck this, I'm done.
I mean, you'd at least wear a cup or something.
I don't know if that would help.
I don't know. You've got a 2-ton beast coming after you with a really sharp horn, sticking it in your groin. I don't think a little piece of plastic's going to help.
No, they do sell Kevlar cups, though. I shit you not. I've seen it on Demo Ranch.
The nut cups, yeah.
I mean, apparently you can buy everything in body armor.
Yeah, you can, actually.
But it is illegal in New Jersey to wear body armor while committing a murder.
It doesn't even make sense. Why is that even written in law? I mean, surely it's just legal to commit murder anyway.
It's a tack-on thing. If you wear body armor while killing someone, it's more time added, I guess. I don't know. It's one of the weird laws. It just makes it sound like, okay, you can murder someone, but don't wear body armor.
Come on, look at the process you got to go through to buy a gun legally.
There's one of it. Besides the cost, besides like the cost of a gun, I don't feel like filling out paperwork.
It's not even the cost. You got to go to the gun shop, pick a gun, then go to the police station, apply for the license to buy the gun. Then go back to the gun shop, get all the information about the gun, give them the license for them to be able to put the gun on hold for you. Once you get that taken care of, you go back to the police station for submit all your applications, and then you go home and wait. And in about a month, they'll send you a letter that you then have to take to the police station to verify, yep, it's a real letter. Then go back to the gun shop. Then you can go to the federal process.
Anyway, back to the news. Matador Gonzalo Caballero, 27, was injured during a tournament to mark Hispanic Day in Madrid's Las Ventas building. And it is in a very serious condition after the bull punctured a vital vein. He's the boyfriend of Victoria Fernericha, niece of the King of Spain. He lost in honor from the VIP area on the Spanish Day celebration, the national celebrations. Well, I mean, if they ever wanted kids, that's not going to happen anymore.
Nope.
I can tell you that right now. Caballero clutched his crotch as he was taken from the building in an effort to curb the prolific bleeding. Like there's two places in your body you never want to bleed from: your arsehole and your balls and the groin area. If you're male, at least, because if you're a woman, it happens once every month. But yeah.
See, I wasn't even going to go there, but yeah.
Well, I think if I started bleeding out my cock, I think it would have serious. I think it would be like serious problems, and I would have to go to the doctor.
Yeah, but to be fair, at that point, your pee would turn cloudy and start to smell funny long before the blood starts.
I don't know. No, because apparently if you're pissing blood, that's a sign of kidneys problems.
Yeah.
And those bleeding periods. Yeah. He was operated in the infirmary for more than 2 hours and then transferred to a medical center. Well, I guess that's what happens when you try and get like a fucking beast to run after you. It's clearly much stronger than you, much larger than you, and can clearly attack you easily.
Mm-hmm.
And the bull had been pierced by a sword in the back of his neck. The fought on and charged Caballero, striking him in the neck and tossing the Matador helplessly into the air, hitting him again as he lay prone. Second attack is Kai's femoral vein. The beaten bullfighter was carried from the ring by staff, leaving a trail of crimson in the sand as he failed to stem the blood flow.
Have you seen the way they this type of bullfighting is? There's actually a particular way you put the knives in, and it's designed to make the bull more and more pissed and fight harder.
What was that? You cut like halfway through there.
Which part?
He said the intention is to take,
just cut out.
The intention is to make the bull more aggressive and prolong the agony of the bull. It's torture.
Yeah, it just seems like cruel. It's no wonder. I mean,
if
that's the case of this, then he deserves it, to be honest.
You hit specific points with the blade and then leave it in.
Yeah, if that's what he's doing, then he deserves to get his fucking going ruptured, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I feel no sympathy for this guy.
I
It's
think
kind of his own fault.
Yeah, the bullfighting is really bad. Now rodeo seems kind of bordering torture, but just this side of being okay.
Yeah, I think there's also like the bull run as well. I guess the bull run's kind of the same thing where it's kind of torture. Really.
No, the bull run is just idiocy.
Oh yeah, they're not torturing the bulls; they're just letting them free, and idiots get in their way.
And the beaten bullfighter was carried from the ring by Caballero had only just returned to the ring after spending months recuperating from an earlier go ring. Yeah, bullfighting is stupid, disgusting. Fuck this guy and his mangled genitals. To be honest, I don't think anyone's going to be fucking him for a while, given his genitals are mangled. He currently remains in San Francisco de Aces Hospital, Madrid. The crowd demanded Caballero should be rewarded. No, he shouldn't. With additional Sebedier the Bull, and this was performed by another Matador. The ear was delivered to him while he was in the bull ring infirmary. Yeah, fuck this guy. You earned your right to have your balls cut off and mangled. Anyway. Getting on from this fucking retardedness. Anyone like SpongeBob?
Oh God, I know where this is going. And she's completely wrong, by the way.
Yeah, I assume you've heard about this then. Beloved children's cartoon attacked for racism, violence, and cultural appropriation by Professor.
Bullshit.
Okay, what the fuck does a sponge that lives in a pineapple under the sea have to do with, like, how does this even work?
Okay, so do you mind if I give you a little back thing about the origins of SpongeBob?
Okay.
The Cartoon Network over here, channel plays nothing but cartoons. Used to have
the Cartoon Network over here as well.
Okay, Adult Swim. That's when Robot Chicken and all the adult-oriented, adult-themed cartoons came along. The thing is, it all. If you really sit and think about it, SpongeBob, it was originally intended to be one of those kind of shows, very adult oriented. It wasn't supposed to be the little kid show that it is. And the thing is, if you really sit and think about all the characters, this is all the stuff that'll be found in a bikini bottom of a woman sitting on the beach. I mean, the SpongeBob would be, either a contraceptive sponge or a tampon, depending on whichever one you want to consider it. Patrick Starfish is a starfish. Well, he's an asshole, literally. Mr. Krabs, the Krusty Krab, the stuff that's really going wrong down there. Even down to the point where that little snail. Well. Gary, I think it was.
Yeah.
Well, take yourself a nice wet closed puss, and it kind of looks like a snail trail going on there. Even as far as the damn squirrel, Sandy Cheeks, really? I mean, come on, Sandy Cheeks. That's a butt sitting in the sand, or the nickname, or an old nickname. It's kind of obscure, very southern U.S. thing. But the nickname for a bush is a squirrel. To the point where one of the nicknames for panties is a squirrel cover. So think about, that more lies of the origins of SpongeBob as compared to everything she says. So
I still like going with Beaver.
And the thing is, like, SpongeBob is full of adult jokes as well.
Yeah.
I hope it looks like an IED went off in his pants. He needs to tie me and place me next to his steaming. Okay. And
Also, hello, Cryptic.
They tie me up and put me around the pride of lions. I had to change my mind mid-death. Cryptic, I think you're running out of ideas here.
It's hard work coming out with a new idea.
And yes, hello, Cryptic, and hello, English Tom has changed his name again. He's back to Tom of Gull City again.
Another thing, there is a theory that you remember when SpongeBob was really into karate?
Yes.
Okay.
Karate,
that's an angry pussy there. Anyway,
the fan theory goes that's like code for sex, and him and Sandy Cheeks were just doing it all the time.
Oh, and Jack T. Dipper is here. Oh, Jack T. Dipper, I haven't seen you here for a while. And hello, James Woodwright. Statistically, if you're speaking, if you were or had a child over the last 2 decades, you've more than likely not been entertained and delighted or irritated and confused by Nickelodeon's most popular program, SpongeBob SquarePants. Running for an astonishing 20 years as of Friday. According to Fox News, the cartoon misadventures of a titular Yellow Sea Sponge have connected with audiences around the world. The show has surely dominated television screens and invaded every corner of the internet and popular culture. But what audiences likely do not know about the bumbling sea sponge and his diverse band of undersea pals is that they are violent racist colonizers bent on whitewashing the culture of Pacific Oceania. Sorry. SpongeBob was a metalhead. A good figure for his take from a twisted sister. Inconsistent sister. Cryptic, more water-related deaths, please. Gull City kind of good manly, plus the other kind of dogs is myself. Don't tell anyone. Well, you kind of put it in the chat, so now the whole world knows, or at least like 7 people know now.
Yes, the whole world, all freaking 7 assholes.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, don't look at me. I'm not an asshole. I went straight to motherfucker years ago.
About like 3 years ago, is it?
2.5, but yeah, give or take.
Thing is, how is it?
Good one, by the way, Thunder.
It's the main character of SpongeBob, a starfish, a fucking I see buns of starfish, a squid, a squirrel, a crab every week. I mean, how is this even?
It's another crazy person. Screenshot.
She's equating the fact that the whole town is called Bikini Bottom to what happened to the Bikini Atoll.
That's a pretty far stretch thing, isn't it?
It is a stretch, yeah. It's definitely a stretch. I mean, she's not wrong. What happened to the people, pretty much what they did at the Bikini Atoll is kind of fucked up. And the fact that it's still uninhabitable because of it. Because that was the accidental atomic warhead that they set off that they thought was going to set fire to the atmosphere.
God damn it, Cat, get off the controller.
Because I mean, there's a hole there at the if you look at the Bikini Atoll, or if you search Bikini Atoll, if you go into Google Maps, look up the Castle Bravo site, and near right, if it doesn't put you right in the center of that hole, it'll put you at a building there. That if you look close to that building, to the inside of the Bikini Atoll ring, you'll see just this giant hole in the water where the most powerful nuclear explosion on the planet went off. And the place, I mean, they moved everybody that was living there out of there to set off this bomb, and then realized, oops, it's going to be irradiated for the next 10,000 years, so nobody's going to be able to live there. So they're not wrong with what actually happened at the, saying it was fucked up what happened at the Bikini Atoll, but it's a stretch to bring up a fucking children's cartoon and equate the two.
Yeah.
Like a child finding firecrackers, humans did not know how to handle the power they had.
Well, what ended up happening with Castle Bravo is those an element that excited the nuclear reaction inside the bomb. And there was one element that was supposed to react with it, and then a second substance they put in that was supposed to be inert. But then they didn't realize that the nuclear reaction that was going off in the bomb would take that inert material and turn it into active material, which just made the bomb stronger.
We could force feed Scotty until his water internationals explode. Shit, man, some people know I grew up in Moxley. He grew up as in Robin Hood. In the same village. See, Robin Hood was Nottingham, though, wasn't he? I had a crush on that sexy wolf Robin Hood when I was a kid. That's normal, right? No.
Yeah, it was a fox, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I still like Men in Tights better.
You're talking about the Disney one, yeah. Robin Hood was a fox.
Is it just me? Was it always just me, or did you ever think when it came to Men in Tights, the nurse would have been better in bed than Maid Marian? Because the nurse had fun and she knew what the hell she was doing.
See, I haven't seen the Men in Tights one. I've only seen the Disney one.
Give me your address. I'll loan you the DVD.
In fact, I say it probably wouldn't work because region lock.
Ah, shit, you're right.
I always thought that was stupid, though.
Oh, it's massively stupid. Oh,
But
what was it?
To get away from that
It's
for that one
classic.
reason.
It's Mel Brooks, man. You can't go wrong with Mel.
I'm saying I always thought it was stupid how like some DVDs don't work in certain countries because of region lock.
Legitimately.
Older. I mean, when it comes to it depends on when the DVD was published. The DVD he has depends on when it was published. I think the worst part, the worst difference in older DVDs, the difference would probably be NTSC versus PAL.
I think the worst case I've heard is someone bringing their Xbox from like England, I think it was, and them having their account played on a US Xbox and then switching over to the Xbox from England, and their account got locked because they're like, we have suspicious activity.
Yeah, but in a case like that, a phone call and it's fixed.
Yeah.
No. Sheriff of Nottingham was some knots. Robin Hood was some Locksley. The woodland stretch from Sheffield to North. At least the
excuse me.
Progressive University of Washington professor Holly Buck would have you believe. Finally addressing a critique of racism at cartoon spun. Yeah, totally. In an endearing article titled The Unsettling SpongeBob and the Legacies of Violence on Bikini Bottom, published in respective academic journal, the complimentary Pacific Barker, someone wanted us to make the case that SpongeBob and his friends play a role in normalizing the settlement of colonizing indigenous lands. The only character that can really claim that is Sandy, because Squirrel therefore supposed to be on the land and not under the sea. That's the only character that has any kind of claim to that. Technically, if you're going to look that deep into it.
Well, to be fair, with it, something tells me with the way this woman thinks, because he's so oppressed Plankton should actually get the Krabby Patty formula from Mr. Krabs. Just saying, because fair.
Barker appears to buy into the popular fan theory that the humanized sea sponges, fish crab, and starfish a fictional Bikini Bottom reside in the irritated water surrounding the actual Bikini Atoll. I've never seen this ridiculous cartoon, so I'm lost. And Green Thunder is going to be my bag, so fair enough.
Unfortunately, I've had to watch some episodes lately because 2-year-old.
I'm surprised it's still going though, because I used to watch it when I was a kid.
Well, come on, man! Simpsons been going around since I was a kid, so why not? Ish.
Yeah, but I feel like
Well, hell, there's a prime example exactly what really happened with SpongeBob, where it was supposed to be an adult thing. Hell, look at The Simpsons. The Simpsons wasn't supposed to be more than a bumper thing, than a short bumper cartoon in between skits on the Tracy Ullman show.
That's what it started as, anyway.
Yeah, that's what it started as. Beavis and Butthead wasn't but a bumper cartoon in, was it Liquid Television, along with A and Flux, and Daria and King of the Hill, and
Well, Daria is a spin-off of Beavis and Butthead, isn't it?
Daria is a spin-off, and King of the Hill is based on one guy from Beavis and Butthead. Hank Hill was supposed to be the one neighbor of Beavis and Butthead all the time based on. I don't think they ever actually directly said it was him.
And I think Daria was actually a character in Beavis and Butthead, wasn't she? And Hello Red Feather. Flanagan is a dipshit and is mean to his computer wife. Yeah, he is. If I was a kid, I'd force it to like documentaries, so I'd never watch shitty Nickelodeon on the Disney Channel. Yeah, but man, like, how would you ever learn because that's just some good kid. There's actually some good cartoons out there. You won't be able. You can watch without being judged. There'll be also some terrible ones you're forced to watch, but still. And located within the Marshall Islands of the Pacific Ocean, the Bikini Atoll was employed by the United States military as a testing ground for nuclear weapons during the Cold War. The island was not, however, uninhabited in the years leading up to the Cold War. In order to secure the nuclear testing site, the U.S. government forcibly removed its indigenous population. As Barker argues, the use of the island lagoon waters as a settling point for the foolish adventures of a talking sponge problematically erases the ancestral Bikinian people from their fictional homeland by failing to mention them. Yeah, it's a bit of a Yeah, just play Ren and Stimpy all day. Yeah, you can do that. SpongeBob's occupation and reclaiming of the bottom of the Bikini Atolls lagoon. Engelzanga says it highlights the absence of political discourse about the whitewashing of violent American military activities. You know, Rocko's Modern Life wasn't a bad cartoon. It was also fucking weird.
I just want to know how the hell that bitch got published.
Because university, I don't know, social
Yeah.
justice, all this kind of shit.
At this point, yeah, she's stretching bad.
Yeah.
She's making reaches, look like Amber Reed reaching for a ho-ho on this one. Anyway.
Not like I'm like going to the gym with that big a reach. SpongeBob SquarePants and his friends play a role in normalizing the settler, colonizing takings of an indigenous lands while erasing the ancestral Bikini people from their fictional homeland. Yes, we are truly that far gone. Agreed. Like, what the fuck? And I know Chucker like Pinky in the Brain as well.
Oh, I love Pinky in the Brain, yeah.
Amanda, I think you spelled Rocko's Modern Life correctly.
Yeah, Pinky in the Brain was supposed to be Yeah, that was Animaniacs, right?
No, they were different cartoons.
No, but I'm saying Pinky in the Brain was on Animaniacs at one point, right?
I don't know. I'm going to assume Green Thunder aren't giving that buzzing.
Yeah. Turns out stomach bug. Confirmed. I'm not going to go into details on how that's confirmed, but yeah.
I think we can guess.
We have a couple of ideas.
This didn't happen live on air this time.
No, I didn't. It didn't actually touch my pants.
Good.
Okay, we were trying to be cryptic about it, but yeah, okay.
Well, autism. That's all I'm going to say.
Anyway.
True.
No. It's.
I'm going to go back. Courage the Cowardly Dog was also one of those shows that started out as like a bit in a bigger show.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows like that.
Like with that show, that show shouldn't have even. I'm surprised that was even a kids show. That was pretty dark for a kids show.
Yeah, Courage was kind of messed up.
Oh, Fur Green, Code Brown. Pinky in the Brain was good shit. We now live in a world. Seeds of Frankfurt School were buried so deep in the fertile soil of American academic thought that they were bearing fruit. Every rung on the cultural ladder. We now live in a world where a goofy Hollywood cartoon apparently rife with latent bigotry and Western characters appropriating oceanic culture like wearing Hawaiian shirts and living in pineapples and Easter Island heads. Or in the in-depth modern content analysis of supposedly enlightened American profession. I never got like... I don't understand how that's cultural appropriation wearing Hawaiian stuff anyway, seeing as that's part of America.
What anything's cultural appropriation. Freaking using chopsticks, probably. I don't know. It's like they're all nuts.
The whole point of America is it's supposed to be the whole melting pot thing. In America, it's supposed to fucking happen. Christ.
Yep. I mean, America's what the fucking.
We're the mutts.
America's an amalgamation of the Scottish, the Irish, the Scottish, the Irish, the Dutch, the Germans, the English.
Almost
and the natives.
Pretty much Europe in its entirety, and then start adding everybody else in.
Yeah. Don't forget the Chinese. They built the railroads.
And the Spanish as well.
Yeah. It's a little bit of everybody. I mean, period. That's all it is. I mean, for the longest time, they always said America's the great melting pot. Well, start fucking melting already. I'm surprised that what the fuck's that guy's name? Peterson? Peterson? No, was it Jordan?
Jordan Peterson.
Shit. No, not Jordan. Not Jordan Peterson. It's similar name. He's got a similar name. He's one of the guys. He's like the white supremacist alt right dude who got sucker punched.
Oh, I don't know. Can't think of his name. The only I can think of right now is Richard Spencer, but that's nowhere near the name.
There you go. There we go. I don't know why, but I always get the names mixed up. I don't know. Richard Spencer. I'm surprised she didn't equate the shit that he wears around. You know how he tends to wear every time I saw something where if he popped up on a damn video or something I was watching, he's wearing like dress slacks and a shirt with a tie. I'm surprised she didn't make the stretch saying SpongeBob dressed like him.
Yeah. Feel free to agree. My episode last week wasn't hot sauce. It was a stomach bug 3 nights in a row. That shit happened. Yeah, shit, quite literally. Come to Opinionating Scotsman's channel, you'll get diarrhea. Yeah, man, these Scottish themes are a melting pot for the vowels. Day 124, you have died of dynasty. If anyone but 2019, we're all happy to support Vail, the United States to be the 19th happiest country in the world. Considering that's out of like 196, that's quite high.
You know why? Because anything happens to someone in America, it's all of a sudden the worst thing that happened because Americans are used to having roof over their head, clothes on their backs, and food in their bellies. But the second that doesn't happen, it's the end of the world.
That's more of a generational thing. I hate to say it.
True.
Because up until it kind of started during the Generation Xers. One thing that actually really pissed me off about them, it kind of started where they expected to have the food in their bellies, the shirts on their backs, the roof over their head, but they didn't want. They got to the point where they didn't want to work for it. They just expected it to be there and not have to earn it.
I said that was one of the boomers' fault. I said that was the boomers' fault because they were the ones that started that. The ones that started all the hippies and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, it did kind of start with the hippies to a point. They wanted, but the thing was, they wanted everybody to work for everybody else and all this mess. Where it's just thought. I mean, it takes somebody in my position where. My boss has got as much as I can work for 14 hours straight. I fall over, go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. I only get to go home 1 day a week. And that 1 day a week, all I really want is a hot shower and a hot meal and a little bit of rest. And I get up and do it all over again. How many fucking millennials will do that?
Not many.
Probably none.
And here's the thing. Yeah, because your work hours are barely legal, aren't they? Like they're just legal and no more.
Yeah, I mean, I work up to the legal limit every week. Period.
Sing into my feelings by Drake. No. We cannot even agree. We can't even manage to agree upon keeping political disputes out of dialogue surrounding a ridiculous cartoon designed to appeal to children. And admittedly childless adults like myself, of course.
Yeah, humans are pretty stupid.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, SpongeBob's actually pretty funny. At least the older ones are, anyway. And Red Feather's
I want to return to old-fashioned cartoons. Throw a fucking coyote off a cliff and make me happy.
Yes, but nowadays you can't show that because think of the children. Like,
actually, actually, that was one of the ideas I had, was like a racist cartoon stream. So I probably could. I'm not going to do it on the channel because I feel like it'll get nuked.
Yeah. The
Probably.
thing is, the children that grow up with the violent cartoons and everything turned out pretty much just fine. It's the nowadays kids that are messed up.
Because some of those really old cartoons are racist as fuck.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Some of them are, yeah. Yeah.
There's some Bugs Bunnies from like the 40s, I believe, that are straight up not airable.
Oh, come on. There are Disney cartoons that are pretty goddamn racist in and of itself.
Oh, what is...
Look around
Song
trying
of
to
the
find
South.
it wasn't even Song of the South. Song of the South would just happen because Song of the South happened because the slave sang and was happy.
No, yeah, I've seen Song of the South.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, when I'm talking about Disney, fuck, there's an old Donald Duck cartoon of all things. He had a dream that he was in, that he was a Nazi. And
I thought he was like straight up Hitler.
No, he wasn't Hitler. He was a subject, one of the subjects of the National Socialism.
No, I've seen one that was like, I think it was called like Little Black Sambo or something like that.
Oh God, yeah.
And there's like probably like he could look like a proper stereotypical black kid as well, but like chased by a tiger.
Yeah.
If you want truly horrible, there's a few scenes in like Pinocchio that are pretty bad. The kids smoking and turning into donkeys.
Yeah, didn't he also get drunk as well? Or was that Dumbo?
Yep. No, Pinocchio got drunk. In fact,
Dumbo got drunk as well and started hallucinating.
one of the theories is that Donkey from Shrek is actually one of the kids that got turned into a donkey, but a few of them could still talk.
No, because that doesn't make sense, because the donkey, because it's obviously voiced by Eddie Murphy, who's black. So that doesn't.
Well, how do you get a donkey that can talk?
I don't know.
I'm shutting up before that turns political. Anyway.
AOC, I mean, what?
Bring back that racist fuck Foghorn Leghorn. I don't blame certain generation. I blame the politicians who welfare programs without thinking about the long term and encouraging zero incentive. Yeah, agree.
I love Foghorn. Nice boy, but about sharp as a bowling ball.
What was that, sorry?
That was Foghorn Leghorn. Nice boy, but I say he's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
Nickelodeon has not released a statement responding to the positivity. I'm seeing charges of racism and cultural appropriation now being leveled against this iconic program. The official SpongeBob Twitter account, meanwhile, has ignored the controversy completely. That's the best thing to do. Just ignore it, and eventually it goes away.
Ignore it. I mean, hell, Nickelodeon, how did they get their fame? Oh, yeah. They dumped green shit over kids' heads and slapped them into vats full of the shit.
And then a program about babies.
No, it's actually, see, this thing that started the whole slime thing on Nickelodeon was an old TV show called You Can't Do That on Television. The thing was, if any of the actors in this show said water, they got water dumped over their heads. If they said, I don't know, they got green slime dumped over their heads. But then that got turned into Double Dare, which got turned into all, everywhere where just slime is just, I mean, they were dumping this shit over on everybody and throwing everybody into vats of this shit. Very wet, nasty stuff. Fear Factor didn't have shit on the stuff that Nickelodeon did to kids. So
Well,
That's how
Nickelodeon,
they got.
Ooh.
Nickelodeon didn't start over here until the 90s, actually. So they haven't really had
What
any of
channel?
that.
What channel was
Stern.
Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Nickelodeon.
You apparently contestants still have nightmares to this day of the Guardians.
Yeah. See, I
Oh,
found
the
like
big,
Nickelodeon
the big
over here
face that
until the
talked.
90s, so.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, the shit that show did to people. The shit that channel, that network did to people, and I don't want to hear shit about a damn sponge with the shit that happened back then.
I say there's something a bit of blue about a boy who don't play baseball. Forgot. Walk on like on it. Heck, and I say, sir.
I say, sir.
Instead, it warned excited fans that it might be left screaming by Saturday's 20th anniversary episode. I mean, Parker's aggravated academic ramblings on the show tell anything. If there's anything about her, we certainly know one individual who might be turning it in for good. Can't find screen. Yeah, I mean, if you're offended by SpongeBob of all things, you're pretty much just offended by everything at that point.
You read too much into shit. That's the problem. And then make assumptions that aren't there.
And talking about being offended by shit. Halloween's offensive, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, very. Freaking demons and shit running around. Oh, wait, no, those are kids. Never mind.
Scott's primary school bans Halloween party claiming it's not inclusive.
Not
Holy
inclusive.
shit.
The undead are included in Halloween.
Halloween is the one day of the year where you can dress up and pretend to be any goddamn thing you want.
I try to pretend to be rich, but I don't have enough money to even pretend to be rich.
Yeah,
I mean, even if you're poor, you could just like fucking put like holes in a bed sheet or something, you know, and then you go ghost.
I was making a suit of armor out of milk jugs, but I need to have a go with that again. Well, they weren't milk jugs, water jugs. Same thing.
Members of the parent council reportedly took issue with the event at St. David's RC Primary School in Edinburgh because not all families celebrate Halloween.
That sounds like their problem.
And they're going to do that with everything then, because not all families celebrate Easter or Christmas or whatever. So you're going to do that with every holiday.
Can't have Hanukkah anymore. Or Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
child labor is illegal on farms. Can't have a summer vacation.
Or October 1, because we have October holiday here as well.
See?
We started off as like... It used to be known as Tatty holidays, which Tatty is a Scottish word for potato, where they would pick potatoes in a field.
You just remind me of a story. So, speaking of child labor, one of the best pizza shops in Niles that I used to live, went in there one time to order a pizza. It was a 12-year-old working the cash register.
As long as it's the owner's kid, it's legal.
Yeah, it was.
There you go. It's actually legal.
Yeah, they go full Jehovah's Witness and not celebrate any holidays, probably. A primary school has banned kids from dressing up for Halloween party over fears it's not inclusive. This isn't claimed after some members of the parent council took issue with the event at St. David's RC Primary School because not all primary school Edinburgh because not all primary schools celebrate Halloween. The Catholic school shares a campus, including a shared dining hall, and with a non-denominational. Non-denominational, for those who don't know, is a non-religious school. I got to include that in there because not everyone knows what that means. Perney Hall Primary School, where children are allowed to dress up. See, well, then that's going to annoy the kids in that school, then, isn't it? Because they're going to say, like, well, why are the kids over there allowed to dress up, but we aren't?
Because your parents don't love you. I would so totally say that to a child, too.
This is why you shouldn't be allowed to have kids.
Have I mentioned Michael, or damn it, Phantom's little sister doesn't like me much because I've scarred her children on multiple occasions.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah,
And sexually harassed his grandmother.
Oh yeah, that was freaking funny timing. Seriously, playing
didn't you say that on your stream where you gave like Phantom Sister nightmares or something?
One of the kids. But yeah, me and Phantom were playing a tower defense game, and Phantom had to go do something, and things went wrong at apparently the wrong time because Grandma was bent over when all of a sudden she hears from the TV, "Oh God, no!" Or Pertinier gave the lady a heart attack.
Yeah, parents have spoke out saying it's unfair to see other kids having fun in their costumes while theirs are living in the dark century. Yeah, see, well, if I would just do it in protest, but I would just send my kid like to school in a Halloween costume. Say like, yeah, fuck you. I'm playing by your rule. Issues began last year when parents allegedly advised the night before Halloween not to send their kids to school in costume. This year, parents avoided the short notice and asked in advance of the holiday, only to be met with the same response. As an alternative to the Halloween celebrations, the Parent Council has organised an autumn dance next month. Yeah, that's... You know, I would just lie and say that's a fucking fancy dress, autumn dance.
There you go.
There you go, where you fucking get around, you cunts.
Dress him up as like Neo from the Matrix, and when they say he's not supposed to be wearing a costume, he's not. He's just going goth.
Yeah, man, if there's grief under giving kids nightmares, life is good. Hello, Chadwick.
Hello, Chadwick.
The Parent Council said children would be able to dress as they wished and claimed it would not put any additional strain on family budgets to be inclusive of all students. Basically, they're not really banning Halloween at all, then, are they? That's just weird.
Ooh, have you seen like the parents made like TIE Fighter for their kids in wheelchairs out of like cardboard?
Oh God, I've seen TIE Fighters, princesses' carriages. Saw one as a steamboat. That's fucking awesome when they do that.
So I don't know what the problem is. A lot of people are included. I mean, unless I don't know. Can you dress up in Iron Lung? Which I guess I don't think anyone is in an Iron Lung anymore. But
I think,
still,
I think there's one guy in the UK that's still an Iron Lung.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, wheel him in there as a Pall Mall. Wow, that was wrong of me.
And make him as like some polos or something.
Yeah. What's your Halloween costume? Cancer.
Listen, apparently you're not supposed to eat asbestos.
Wait. There you go. Just glue a cardboard fin to the top of an iron lung. When they ask what your costume is, I'm a torpedo.
I would have gone with Bruce. Can I be Bruce?
Well, you want to be a shark?
Yeah. At least you... shark that was supposed to be on screen but never was.
No, by Bruce, I thought you meant the shark from Finding Nemo.
Oh, no. Jaws. Like, legitimately, that was the shark's name. Which is probably why it's the shark's name in Finding Nemo. Yeah, apparently Bruce was a pain in the ass to work with.
That one guy in the... There you go. Glue the fin up to the top of the iron lung. He walks in. polio shark, do 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 do, polio shark, do 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 do. Anyway,
We are horrible people.
The
I'm for it.
council said children would be able to judge this and but one angry parent told the Edinburgh Evening News that there were only 2 parents in attendance at the parent council meeting. They said St David's Primary is situated right next to Fernie Hall Primary School. Last year it was so lovely to see other kids from Fernie Hall having fun, and ours weren't allowed because we were told the decision had been made by the parent council not to let kids dress up because some families don't celebrate Halloween. I feel sorry for kids. I feel sad for kids. No religion or politics should interfere with children.
Yeah, it's those. There are legitimately some people, instead of handing out candy, hand out like Christian pamphlets telling the kids they're going to hell for celebrating Halloween.
That's a bit grim, isn't it?
So there are some. It's more the extreme Christians, but yeah, there's extreme religion is bad.
I mean, Mafkin used to send me like passages from the Bible and stuff, but
That's not extreme
I didn't like
religion. That's a fair bit of good amount of religion. I mean, I technically go to her church every Sunday. It's I like it. It's a great little live stream.
I open it occasionally. They have those hell houses at churches. It feels like back to the dark century where kids have no voice and parents can decide everything they do for them. Schools described on its website as multicultural, friendly, and inclusive, and it does not teach religious education other than Catholicism. Well, it's not really multicultural, then, is it?
not really.
Or inclusive. I feel like if you're a religious school, you're not really that, are you?
No.
Well, I mean, Christians come in many different varieties are from different countries, but yeah, they all believe the same thing. That just reminded me. Remember, the capybara counts as a fish.
It's not a fish, it's just a giant rat, isn't it?
It is the biggest rodent, but according to the Vatican, it's a fish.
Why?
Because the countries that the capybara is in don't really have fish, and there are some Catholics that aren't supposed to eat meat on Friday, which is why there's usually a fish fry on Fridays. But without fish, they have to turn to something, and the Pope's like, "Yep, capybara is a fish now. We'll count it."
So just eat a giant rat instead. Great.
More like hamster, but yeah.
Yeah, It parent on it for 8 year children are taught about other religions. They go to mosque, they learn about celebrating Ramadan and more. I'm sure we are living in Edinburgh, one of the most tolerant cities in the UK, but we have been told our children can't celebrate Halloween because it's not our culture. How's that decision? For fuck's sake, I'm finally live. Yeah, it must have been buffering.
I hate buffering. It's the worst thing.
Yeah. How it is that this decision has come down to 2 parents? Well, because they're the only ones that showed up.
Listen, they're the only ones that have no life and nothing else to do besides complain about and bitch. So yeah, of course they showed up.
I guarantee those 2 parents would have just been middle-aged fucking housewives, wouldn't they?
How dare you assume their gender and assume that they were wives?
Well, assuming they were wives, I would have assumed their gender anyway. And the Pirate Bay is still running. You should download Hell House Doc. It's a documentary. Fascinating. It's understood that Anyway.
I like the documentary House of a Thousand Corpses and its sequel, The Devil's Rejects.
If someone uses the microwave, my internet goes to even more shit than it is normally. I think maybe you should get a new microwave then if it's leaking out radiation like that affects your internet.
Well, it might not be the microwave's fault. I did have it for a while where I couldn't use the microwave because the deep freezer lid was broke to where it was constantly running, and it would pop the fuse if we tried to use the microwave.
And yes, Red Feather, men can be wise because we live in a weird world.
I guess.
We live in clown world, honk honk.
Honk honk, motherfucker.
Yeah, good to know. It's understood that in an email that to the chair of the parent council said it was felt that any event organized for Halloween would not be inclusive to all children at the school. The cost involved for parents would put a strain on family budgets. Just use a bed sheet. Also, we're just using an old bed sheet. You just put some eye holes through it. There you go. There you go. You're a ghost.
Is that how Ghastly did it? No.
No, because apparently Ghastly died of a drug overdose. And that's how he died.
Okay, that just reminded me. Have you ever seen Dead Like Me?
No.
It's a great show, but basically, some people after they die become Grim Reapers and get basically a second life. And one of these, he died in the 60s from he trepanned himself to try to get a permanent high. Do you know what trepanning is?
No.
Basically, you drill a hole in your skull, or sometimes the doctor does it to relieve pressure. But yeah,
It would kill you.
it killed him. But yeah, if the doctor does it, they do it the right way. It's hardly ever used anymore.
And the cost involved, and sadly, the issue of Halloween has become contentious and also played a part in our decision. It's become contentious because people just get offended by the costumes. If you ask me, it was okay for an Asian woman to dress up in a kilt, then it's okay for a fucking white person to dress up in a fucking Native American costume.
Red Feather, I suggest a nice long Ethernet cord then.
You know, cultural appropriation goes both ways, you know.
Well, there was that whole "not my prom dress" that all the white people were tweeting out, and then the Asians are like the Chinese were going, "Good on her for admiring our culture enough to wear it." Nice.
I think it was like Japanese actually.
Yeah. The people who actually have the culture. Hey, our culture is being shared. Culture is for to.
You got.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Basically, culture is for sharing.
Yeah, I think I've seen that video. Yeah,
to yourself.
Yeah, I think I've seen that video. Yeah, like most of them are happy that they appreciate their culture.
Yeah, it's these.
Oh.
White people. Have you seen Ranting Monkey's new push?
Is it like stop white women, isn't it? Or something.
White woman reform. Or something like that.
We can be wise, but it's our choice, for fuck's sake. We are the ones bleeding every month. So at least give us that damn patriarchy. Halloween was fun for everyone. We must ruin it. There's this place outside Houston where they built over an old slave cemetery, and you can get houses that are super cheap because of the ghosts. Yeah, what's wrong with the ghosts? Fright power and all that, you know. Mandy, you all fright.
I'm fine with a ghost until they become like if they start like throwing valuable shit and breaking it, then that's when I get pissed. Otherwise, yeah, I'll let them be.
Like I said, the only time I interact with a ghost is when we had a ghost on this show. So yeah,
I've in the farmhouse that I used to live in, kind of old farmhouse, I did hear weird unexplained noises, but then again, old farmhouse.
yeah. It's called Crosby, Texas. I want to live there. As a parent council, we should always look to be neutral and controversial. Well, by the looks of it, you end up being controversial. Council spokesman has defended the position and said council should take account of different views when making decisions about school activities in order to meet the needs of as many families as possible. Thing is, couldn't you just? Couldn't they just have the Halloween costume and have it at the school, but like out of school hours? So the parents that don't want to go don't have to take their kids there. Like, wouldn't that be a better alternative? Maybe. Is that just me?
I mean, that makes too much sense. And have you seen the world? They don't do the thing that makes sense.
No, they don't. And the ghost will throw out your available China. I'm sorry. Oh, welcome back, Chucker. Didn't even know you left.
Thank you. Story of my life. I agree with Ranty Monkey. Common sense, Karen reform.
Exactly. Damn Karen. Oh, I forgot to put the pies in the box.
Pies in the box?
I may or may not be on the Foxy server right now. Streamlabs or StreamYard seems to be working better, and it's actually not lagging.
How about just let your kids dress as they want and just shut the fuck up about it? These insufferable cunts. Yeah, pies box. Yeah. Florida man's mugshot went viral. It's viral status after his arrest. Yeah, that's a face only a
from
mother
the Devil's
could love.
Rejects.
That's a face only a mother could love. Like, what the fuck is that?
Man, he must get some awesome satellite reception.
Oh hell yeah! That is the ugliest critter I ever did see. Seriously.
That's like a what the fucking hell? Isn't that?
He's got fucking Shrek ears.
What does that haircut do? What the hell? That seriously looks like a toupee. That a bad toupee glued on his head. Or some kind of weird critter. Is it alive?
I think he's alive. I don't think he's human though. I think he's.
No, I mean the thing on his head.
I don't know. There's probably living things living in it.
Dude, I'd so totally poke his hair with a stick.
Kind of have it. Have something like he should be sliding down a hill yelling, "Hey, you guys!"
You know. Yeah, those ears. That really is a mug shot. It's more of a lug shot, then, isn't it? And yeah,
what the fuck shot?
Lug is a Scottish word for it.
You know,
it's a lug shot because look at the size of those ears. Lug is a Scottish word for an ear. Yeah.
I feel sorry for anyone related to him because they had to look at that ugly mug at family reunions.
Just whatever you do,
To be honest, it looks
not
like
sit
some of that
there and say
inbred
anything.
family.
Do not say anything within 300 feet of him. He can hear you.
Yeah, those ears though, he'd probably be reading the news from Florida. You know, I said no place for the pie is in my tummy. Yeah, the mugshot of all mugshots. It looks like the third member of Die Antwoord. Yeah, mugshot.
He looks like
Only unfortunately he
like
become a viral sensation because of a mugshot. You're gonna say that, Chucker?
I was gonna say he reminds me of Beaker from the Muppets. Beep 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 beep.
Oh God.
Except I'll say Beaker was more aerodynamic.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there was like it wasn't like a superhero or someone that could fly with. I'm pretty sure I've seen a TV show where someone could fly with their ears.
Yeah, it was Dumbo.
No, not Dumbo. Someone else, I think. That was pretty good. That's pretty. I could actually be pretty accurate.
Hey Bob, could you keep an ear out for some? Oh, sorry. Okay, we're being children here.
you're
It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He was born with reverse.
Oh, that's a good point. I feel sorry for his mother having to birth that freaking head.
Yeah, it's fine. It's also his sister, to be honest, by the looks of it. I mean,
his ears go past his shoulders.
but by the looks of him, I wouldn't be shocked if his mum's also his sister.
Oh God. All right, so he's got arrested. Let me guess. Meth.
Those ears remind me of Wallace and Gromit. Okay, that hear me. What did this weirdo do? Not phony Jimming. If you put your ears, you could hear the sewage plot. Yeah. Ricky Dealey, 34, is gaining all the wrong attention after he was arrested during a traffic stop in Oakland on Tuesday. And the Manning County Sheriff's Office sent out Dealey's mugshot along with two other passengers in the vessel. And the Facebook post became a sensation with over 7,000 shares. Seagull and brother, probably. During the search of the vessel, driven by Dealey, police found 23 grams of meth. So yeah, Chucker, you were right.
Called it!
A handgun, cocaine, marijuana, and 20 methylene pills over on the digital scale. Really, it was more than. It was more drug dealing rather than taking meth. But yeah, you were kind of right.
Well, I didn't say if he was using or dealing. I just said meth.
Yeah, I'm going to assume if he's got that much, he probably is dealing.
He actually used to be the world's most handsome man, and then he started doing meth.
I was going to say, okay, so he was arrested with two other people. I'm guessing probably a guy who doesn't look too bad and some chick that just looks cracked out of her head.
Dealey has also been driving with suspended driver's license. Dealey, Kathleen Spadell 20, and Logan Tyndale were all arrested and taken to jail. I think you were kind of right. Again.
The only thing I would have been wrong is they said Oklahoma. I would have guessed Florida.
This is Florida.
I thought it just said Oklahoma.
No.
Okay.
That's why I say Florida, man.
Ah.
See, you were kind of right. One cracked out the head and one not looking that bad.
Yeah.
So, again, you weren't wrong. You know, she looks like someone that could actually be. She looks like someone good looking, but just sort of gave up.
Yeah, she looks like if she was sober and had a bath, wouldn't be too awful bad.
What is wrong with everyone's hair?
I do not know. I can see why they're hanging out with him though, because compared to him, like
Listen, you gotta hang out with ugly people to make yourself look good. So far, I've not found anyone to make myself look good.
I don't know. There's this guy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he has amazing hair. William can see the PSA now. This is what meth does to your ears.
Those are some methed up ears.
Yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe, people.
I mean, we got 15 minutes of content making fun of the freaking ugly ass dude.
Hey, her hair was a complete mess. Anyway.
You know, if laughing at ugly people is wrong, hey, I don't want to be right.
Anyway. And the second guy looks like the first before the aspect ratio went wrong. Maybe he's related to Shrek and came from the swamp. And Shrek's long lost brother or something. Maybe. I don't know. Let me kind of saw all the fun stuff now. Done all too early. Anyway. Anyway, fuck's sake. Here's one. Just because the kick alone deserves respect. Hong Kong protesters flanking a policeman and try to grab his gun. Now this is pretty impressive, to be honest. It's the balls that actually try and do it.
Yeah, usually if the cops really don't like when you try to go for their gun.
Yeah, if that was in America, he would have got shot.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Or he killed at least one person.
Did they deserve it?
You know more ugly people
I don't know. I don't know the backstory behind it.
Oh, well, I'll need to see if they deserve it before I laugh at the person. I will say, as a disclaimer, anytime a human dies is sad. It's just, in the grand scheme of things, I'm still going with nothing we do matters. So
that's a bit depressing. A protester was filmed launching himself at a riot officer in Hong Kong. A video showed a man fly kicking a policeman, who then fell to the floor and was beaten by two of the men who unsuccessfully tried to snatch his gun. At the end of the clip, the officer seemed to be unhurt and got back to his feet. Violence spiraled as protests stretched from Sunday afternoon into the night, with police struggling to restore order. Authorities said an officer was attacked from behind with a sharp weapon earlier in the day and was left with a bleeding neck wound. Jesus. Look, he didn't die.
Yeah.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kicks were fast as lightning. Damn Asians. Yeah.
God.
And we can say that now. Actually, wouldn't be saying that. Cryptic might still be here.
No, Cryptic good Asian.
Yeah, but man, he just said damn Asians. I'm going to say that means all of them.
Well, no. Don't forget hashtag not all.
Obviously, no one should attack a police officer, but from what I see, those police over there are being completely ridiculous at the same time. Yeah, they are. I mean, I support their right. I support their fight for freedom, but there are ways to go about it.
Yeah. Yeah, there. From what I know, I believe there was a treaty signed that Hong Kong should have reverted back to its own country, but China being the pricks they
But
are.
I don't think it's
Well, no,
actually gotten to that time period yet, though.
Actually, the treaty itself was actually Hong Kong used to be a British colony for about 100 years until 1997, and then Hong Kong was then transferred back to China again after the Peace of Britain ended. And what happened is that Hong Kong essentially got put on lease to itself for like 50 years. So yeah,
Fuck off, you ugly ghost prick.
What?
Wait, so Hong Kong was a British colony, and
Yeah.
people say America is the colonizers. What the hell?
Well, no, Britain is the colonizer. Britain's way more the colonizers than.
I was gonna say, yeah, but at the basic root of it, America was the colony that fought back.
Yeah, they haven't until 24/7 to become part of China again. But China's also been like slowly increasing its influence over Hong Kong, like setting in laws and stuff that apply to Hong Kong, and they're almost very unhappy about this. That's basically the basics of it anyway.
I think I did it dumb.
What did you do?
I forgot to write down the coordinates of my portal.
Yeah. Britain colonized America. Yes, it did.
And yeah.
A whole new world. I've forgotten the rest of the world. Because I haven't watched Aladdin in fucking years.
Who the hell put torches everywhere?
I'll pay you £10 to sign a whole new world. I mean, sing a whole new world.
No, sign. Do you know ASL?
How would I sign it? Would I just write it in the chat? Would I?
No. I just said ASL, American Sign Language. I demand you use the American Sign Language. I
don't even know British Sign Language, let alone American Sign Language. Which I always thought was stupid. America and Britain, for the most part, speak the same language. Why do we have different?
Well, because, to be fair, there are different parts of even America that the same language is not. There's still translations between some things like soda pop, and some places are just pop. Or
some places have I know it's still technically the same language, though it's all just different dialects of the same language.
Yeah,
it's different dialects, so it could be classified more so as a dialect thing. But then on top of that, a better example there Thunder would be, hey Scotty, they're chips.
True. Chips, what do you call a crawdad?
I don't even know. I don't even know I'm not even sure they know what the hell a crawdad is.
Let's see what. Smaller than a lobster. Looks similar to a lobster.
It's a freshwater. It's a lobster that's about 3 inches long.
I just call it a lobster then.
No, it's 3 inches long freshwater. It's
It's a whole other species.
Crayfish. That's it. That's another word.
I'm not even going to get into the Scottish words because the Scottish words will just confuse everybody.
Yeah.
I loved having pet crayfish. I'll tell you what, the goldfish learn real fast not to go near the bottom.
Yeah, I love crayfish too. A little bit of lemon, some beer.
I still need to figure out how to trap myself one of those freaking mud crabs. It's too late now. Have to wait till next year.
Okay, right.
Hey Scotty, here's a good one for you. When it comes to crawdads, it's one of the few times in your life you'll be able to say, "Hey, just suck the head," and it not be an insult or not sexually harassment.
I need to. I could give me 2 seconds because I need to Google the lyrics and stuff, and I'm rolling a cigarette right now.
Do I need anything else
£10 Sing A Whole New World.
A whole new world.
Something about
a
Mr.
whole new set of words I don't know.
That's because I haven't seen the film in years. That's why.
I only know the melody. Because I can't be arsed to learn the world or words to a whole new world tonight. That's what you get.
Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Where is my port?
Right.
Oh, I know what else I need from the other.
Right, there we go.
Got him.
I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you you lost tell you let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over sideways and under.
Wait, what? Is this sexual? I don't want you to take me over sideways and under.
On a magic carpet, a whole new world.
Now that one's definitely sexual. Sorry.
No one tell us no or where to go or say we're only three. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Yay!
Unbelievable sights. Indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless time and sky. A whole new world, don't you dare close your eyes. 100,000 things to see. Hold your breath, it gets better.
You just said that hold your breath, it gets better.
Yeah, are you sure this is not sexual? Well, I was going to go with sexual of the mouth on genital thing.
I'm also I'm getting it. I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. A whole new world, every turn a surprise, with new horizons to pursue. Every moment red letter, I'll chase them everywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world, a whole new. That's where we'll be.
Oh, can I drag a pig?
That's where we'll be. A thrilling chase. A wondrous place for you and me. Yeah, that's a. You can tell I haven't heard that song in a while.
I'm still going with that. That song is sexual as hell.
It's probably meant to be.
Damn perverted Disney people.
For fuck's sake.
I would say I've never heard that. I'd never hear that song the same way again, but I'm not sure if I've ever even heard it the first time.
Yeah, my version is probably better. Yeah.
I'll trust you on that.
Yeah, worth every pound I can finally cut my ears off. I hope you're not going to do that before.
Well, it could be worse. It could be like a few segments ago. You know, anyway,
You're roboting. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Come on, I think I deserve at least a like for that. A like, share, and a subscribe for that, surely. Yeah, you should sing that song to Florida, man. No.
He probably heard it. Did you see those satellite dishes he was using for years?
Yeah, that's what we did here. And yeah, this is the meme that TC put in my Discord.
Why is there a random ass door out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, this is the meme that TC put in my Discord. Yeah.
All right. So I have discovered one problem with Foxy's server. I never
What?
come out my portal when going to the Nether.
What happens then?
I come out someone else's portal. So now I have to walk my ass back to my house.
whoops.
I'd pay a bunch. For what? Anyway. Jesus.
I wonder how much money you'd not make if you put all the times you've sung to like a couple CDs.
Yeah, well, it's like the worst album ever made.
Signal.
I see Blind Girl said she was going to do that, but never did. Was it actually got a blot about?
I hope she remembers she said that.
What?
I hope she remembers too. You know, I'd at least buy one. It'd probably be great pest control. The freaking rodents and insects and what have you just go running from the house.
Yeah, Streamlabs again. Let's see. What do I have to sing this time? Let's see then. Well, let's see.
Oh.
Thank you, Mandy G, for the £10. You are a beautiful Scottish princess. Okay, thank you. At least someone thinks I'm look beautiful, I guess. I mean, nobody else does, but you do.
You know, Scotty, you are a pretty girl.
What? Like I said, you know what? I'm not even going to answer. I'm not even going to go there.
Hey, does anyone pay attention to what the words that come out of my mouth? Because I sure don't.
I've noticed.
No one on your mouth.
Drivers unaware they could face drink drive penalty without being over the limit. What else should we have his saying? I don't know.
There is a song from Jim Henson's Dinosaurs that I think he should sing, but I kind of want to get the money to send it to him.
And drivers unaware they could face drink drive penalty without being over the limit. That doesn't make sense. Why have a limit when you can still get done for drink driving over that limit? And Cryptic says Fraggle Rock. So it's been Fraggle Rock you're thinking of, not dinosaurs.
No.
What?
I'll have to find the music video for you.
Wait, was dinosaur?
What are you thinking of?
Well? You know that song Baby Sinclair sings? That one.
Haven't seen what?
seriously, I'm not sure what it's called.
Hey, there's
I've
enough
been gone for the
conviction.
last few minutes. Quick summary.
Talking about Scotty singing a song that I
No.
want to pay him for. Seriously, that song would be perfect. But
What song?
the one Baby Sinclair sings.
I'm the baby, gotta love me.
Yep, big purple eyes. I'm very. How much to just sing that entire song, Scotty?
Well, I don't know. Actually, I will say this is actually if you want the baby costume on, because I still have that.
No, I don't have to have the baby costume. I just want the whole song. Oh, especially
my
the
wife
part.
is trying to teach our son to call me not the mama.
At least she's not teaching your son to hit you over the head with a frying pan.
True.
Ow.
No, she does that enough herself.
Yeah,
I'm betting you deserve it.
A DR50, which means you can still be prosecuted without ever failing a driving, without ever failing a breathalyzer test. Thousands of motorists are being reminded of the rules around drink driving ahead of the busy Christmas party season.
Wait,
Motorists
what? Why are they talking about the? When did this article come out?
Like a few days ago, I think. Today? No, yesterday.
Okay, what newspaper? Because they need to fuck right off.
Daily Record.
Yeah. No, fuck off with Christmas shit.
Can you feel the love tonight? I feel pretty. Well, that's because you are pretty, man. There you go. I was nice for once. Yeah. I can be nice. Scotty has a pretty mouth. No.
Well, I sure think you got a pretty mouth.
God, I know.
I can't resist. I'm sorry.
Motorists have been warned that could face a conviction without actually being above the legal limit. And it can result in you being jailed for 3 months and a £2,500 fine on disqualification. Most drivers caught intoxicated behind the wheel will end up with conviction of code DR40. And there's ever license for them being in charge of vessel above the alcohol limit. But there's another type of conviction, DR50, which means you can be prosecuted without ever failing a breathalyzer test. This relates to being in charge of a vessel while being unfit through drink. But then you could get the same just for being a fucking terrible driver, couldn't you?
Well, the thing is, to be fair, there are people that. I mean, there are. To be fair, there are people that they could be severely under the limit and still be fucked up because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, the ones I feel sorry for, what's that freaking syndrome that you get drunk off eating bread?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
There is actually a medical condition where your body turns into its own distillery and ferments food in your stomach. It sits in there for so long.
Yeah, it's probably a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Holy hell.
And it's down to the opinion of the arresting officer to decide whether you're fit or unfit to be behind the wheel. Well, that doesn't sound like a good law, then, does it?
Not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, but then technically they could just say, well, but then technically they could apply it to anyone. If it's their word, they could just pull over anyone.
Yeah.
And say you're not fit to be behind the wheel and fine them.
Have you seen the way some idiots drive?
Charges have been highlighted by UK firm. Select car leasing who are advertising UK, who are advising UK motorists to adopt a zero tolerance booze policy. It can be tempting, particularly in the height of Christmas. It's fucking October. To enjoy a drink before heading home, expert Mark Tung explained. But if that drink makes you impaired in any way, even though you may not be above the legal limit, you could face heavy consequences. That sounds like a blessing, not a sin, though. What's that mean?
Oh, where you get drunk off just like anything.
Gonna get white girl wasted on that Italian loaf.
Freaking having to watch your diet just sounds like a pain in the ass to me, seeing as I'm just used to if it's in the fridge, it gets eaten, which I get in trouble for every once in a while because I eat something that like it was for someone else.
Really pissed his breast milk to make ice cream, and he ate that.
My mom cannot give breast milk, or if she can, holy crap! That I'm not going there.
I don't know. For all you know, she's standing in front of the bathroom sink every night.
I have to sing this all. This is. I should have never agreed to this.
That is not the tree I thought it was.
And those aren't the droids you're looking for?
No, I thought it was dark oak, but apparently spruce comes in a 2x2.
Cryptic, you know full well I'm going to screw this up. Yes. Cryptic, thank you, Cryptic, for the £10. Oh. Thank you, Tom, for the £3. Says, sing for green and thanks for streams. Well, thank you for the donation.
Thank you.
Christ, oh. Sing Ice Ice. Thank you, Cryptic, for the £10. He sings. It says, "Sing Ice Ice Baby." I'm going to sing Cryptic's one first, and then I'm going to. Hang on, damn it. This is not going well, is it? This is the song I haven't listened to in a while either, so I'm going to have to put my headphones on and actually fucking listen to it while I attempt to sing it. This isn't going to go down very. Fuck's sake. Right. Give me 2 minutes, people.
So are you going to sing the album version or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles version?
Is it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles version?
I think so.
I think technically Scotty hasn't watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles that he watched. Stupid freaking EU Burton bullshit.
BBC bullshit, really.
And from what I hear, like that was the only change to the show.
Yeah, pretty much right. It's Scotty Calamity at night, yes it is. Right, okay. It's just Ice Baby. Do. Nice baby. Look. I'm gonna move that one there. Because I can't see the chat, but fuck it. Someone else can read the chat for me while I'll do this. Fuck's sake.
Scotty finna flow.
Nice baby. And stop. Collaborate and listen. I just back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Then I flow a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock the mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax up, jump like a candle. Dance. Brom Ruster, speaking of that poems, I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly when I play a dope melody. Anything less than the best is a felony. You better game way, you better hit a bullseye. Kid, don't play. If there's a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook. Well, the DJ resolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, God. And the party is jumping. When the bass kicked in, the fingers are pumping. Quick to the point. Quick to the point of no faking. I'm cooking MCs like a pound of baking. Putting them if they're not quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal. And a hi-hat with a skipped up tempo. I'm on a roll and it's time to go solo. I roll is 5.0. My rag top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on a standby, waving just to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just drove by. I kept on pursuing to the next stop. I left it. I'm bleeding to the next block. The block was dead. Yo, I continued. A1A Beachfront Avenue girls are hot wearing less than bikinis. Rock band lovers driving Lamborghini, jealous because I'm not getting mine. Che, with a gauge and vanilla with a 9. Ready for the jump on the wall, and the chumps are acting ill because they're full of 8 balls. Gunshots. Raised out like a bell. I grabbed my 9. I heard were shells falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped in the car and slammed on the gas. Bumping to bumper on avenues. The avenue's packed. I'm trying to get away before the jacker's jacked. Police on the scene, you know what I mean. They passed me up, confronted all the dope fiends. There's a problem? Yo, I'll solve it. Check out on the hook while the DJ resolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, fucking hell. Taking heed, because I'm a lyrical poet. Miami's on the scene, just in case you didn't know it. A town that created all the bass sound, enough to snake and kick the hole into the ground, because my style's like a chemical spill. Festival rhymes you envision and feel conducted and formed. This is a hell of a concept. Make a hype and you want to step with this. He plays on the fade, slice it like a ninja, cut like a razor so fast. All the DJ stayed there. The line was a drug. I'd sell by the gram. Keep my composure when it's time to get loose. Marginalized by the mic when I kick my juice. If there's a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook when the DJ resolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Fucking hell. Ice, ice, baby, yo, man. Let's get out of here. Where's the mother? Ice, ice, baby, too cold. Ice, ice, baby, too cold, too cold. Ice, ice, baby, too cold, too cold. Ice, ice, baby, too cold, too cold. Ah, fucking hell.
Now I remember why Vanilla Ice picked her.
Vanilla Scott, baby, too cold. Scotty's going to go downhill in his lowrider. 50 Scotty, 2 Scots. Well, Scotty, Snoop Scotty, Mighty, Mixed Master Scotty, Ice Scotty, Old Derek. If that line was a drug, I would sell it by the pound. I know they're just thinking like different rhymes. I was thinking different rapper names to me now. Right, Green, what was the song you wanted again?
It's I'm the Baby, God Love Me.
All right.
Mandy's loving it.
My God, right.
Where did I just?
I'm the baby, gotta love me. Purple eyes and I'm very cuddly. Specifically when I hit my daddy with a frying pan whack.
Fran.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. When I first I whacked, then you shoved me. Flying across the room like I like it again. Mama said it's too much sugar. Daddy is all perplexed. A B C D E F. Gee, you never know what I'm gonna do next. From you want to see me make a rocket? Watch me put her tail in a socket. She lights up like a Christmas tree. Don't try this at home. I'm the baby. I'm the baby. And you gotta love me. Everybody, I'm the baby, and you gotta love me. Purple eyes, and I'm very cuddly. Don't you think that every home should have one of me or three?
Yes.
No. Oh. I said, jump on the bed, hit my daddy on the head, run around the house. When they tell me not to, I take every chance to poop in my pants. That's been fun to.
No, I try not to.
But I'm the baby and you got to. I'm the baby and you gotta love me. Don't you wish you were more of me? Daddy, mother, brother, sister, I'm the greatest baby in prehistory. I'm the baby and you gotta love me. I'm the baby and you gotta love me. I'm the baby and you gotta love me. Right. Well, I think I've lost all my dignity.
Yeah, you have.
Well, at least it was only in front of 9 people. I don't know how long I'm going to go on for today, but yeah. That's I just thinking of like new rapper names to me, even though that wasn't. Does that count as a rap song?
It does have like a section of hip hop in it.
I noticed there was some rhymes in there, but I wasn't entirely sure if it counted as a rap song or not.
You should hear the go back sometime and actually listen to it. It's a good song.
Oh boy.
I like the mother-in-law. She is the best.
Yeah, I haven't seen that show in years, actually. I used to have a video of it years ago. Look at this guy, Scotty P. Never Scott, Busy Scott, and Nicki. Scott. No, do not ever compare me to Nicki Minaj. I will.
No, he's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm better than Nicki Minaj at least. There's not.
Freaking.
You know, that's not high bar to say, but I'm better than Nicki Minaj.
Scotty hasn't ruined a song as badly as Nicki Minaj ruined Baby Got Back. Yeah, I think it's Baby Got Back that she did a stupid dumbass remakes.
Yeah, it was. LA face with an Oakland booty.
Do you mean DM or? I mean, that's probably just some rapper name, isn't it? Because if you're going to DM me, you'd probably DM me on Discord, wouldn't you? Like, she being stupid. Drunk university dropout walks 500 miles after leaving nightclub to clear head.
I didn't know there was a news article about you.
Yeah, I think you'll find that I am. Actually, I'm not even in university. I'm in college.
Same thing.
Over here. It's not.
How's it a different thing?
Because of different things over here, that's why.
Y'all language messed up.
They could say the same thing about us.
Also, the way that sentence was put together was fantastic. Thank you very much. Don't even think that counted as a sentence.
Yeah, well. Yeah, a student who decided to drop out of university went on a drunken walk to clear his head and ended up walking 500 miles.
Screw it. I'm going to say it. He then walked 500 more just to fall down at some chick's door.
After that, see, I can never. I haven't listened to that song since, and I can't. I never look at that song. Chatting's just your rap name now, yeah. It is. MC Scott can't touch this.
Down.
Yes, we'll have to sing that now as well. MC Hammer.
No, I'd love to see you take a shot at. Not many people remember this, but there was a guy called Snow, had a song called Informer. I'd love to see you try that. You would be so falling over yourself trying to do the words to that song.
How fast can you do Rap God? Because I think that's like the fastest anyone's ever speaking. Or I quit. I give up on.
I can't do Rap God.
I don't think many people can.
To be honest, like I can't even understand. Like, is he even speaking English at that point? He's like,
if I'm listening to it, I know what the words are, but I can't tell you what the words are now. Like, I understand what he's saying. It's just they go by.
Oh, to be fair, it's the same thing with what is that? REM with it's in the end of the world.
Oh, the list.
Haggis. That sounds like some really fucking terrible. That sounds like some really fucking terrible show.
That is the worst band, and I'm not seeing that. You actually get money for seeing that?
Singing what?
The Jesse Scotts and the Fresh Haggis. Like, that's just
that's a playoff. That's a playoff DJ Jesse Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Dork.
I know. It's the worst spinoff.
That sounds like either a terrible TV show for kids or like a.
I don't know. What is the like Bel Air area of Scotland? Like rich bullshit.
I guess probably Aberdeen. No, yeah. I guess the area would be like some certain, but like, maybe it would be certain, but like Petercare, which is an area of Aberdeen where all the oil money is. It's there.
So, French Prince of Aberdeen, then got it.
No, France is a because Aberdeen itself was actually a shithole. So there's just some wealthy areas in it.
We so totally need to make this show. We need to figure out where you need to figure out where the Philly is, because that's where you'd be moving from. Then you'd move up to your rich uncle's neighborhood.
To be fair with most of the folks in Scotland, if they got like obscene amounts of money, they'd move to Italy or something.
True.
That'd be like fucking Scrooge McDuck, wouldn't it? He was Scottish.
Also,
yeah, he moved to America. See how that worked out.
Trying to swim in solid gold coins hurts. It's not that fun.
Hey, what was that? Trying to swim where?
What?
Actually, yeah, I think I actually seen that. Actually, yeah, someone did that. Actually, ended like breaking their neck practically.
Actually, I think it was like a Family Guy skit.
No, it was someone. I think someone did actually do that.
Freaking hell! There's foxes near me. Fucking ass. I'm going to kill you. Stay away from my chickens.
Well, remember the wild part. For the most part, even in the cartoon, Scrooge was the only one who could actually do it. Most of the time, when anybody else tried it, they just landed hard.
Source of money moved to England. Not my part, mine down south. Oh, you are down south. I know you mean like London, but yeah, you are down south. England is down south.
Yeah.
And over here, up in Scotland, England's just referred to as down south.
Oh my. Oh, I like that one, Mandy. Insane Clown Scotty.
ICS. It sounds like the worst, really bad disease. If you just go ICS.
Nice. You know, Tom, I actually came across a YouTube channel. I sent it to someone yesterday, and I was like, I was sitting there doing the whole, okay, you know, obviously as somebody from America, I can't tell the differences, you know, the subtle differences between a lot of accents. So I sent someone the link. She sent me the message back going, oh my God, she's from South, like Essex or something, and she's such a chav. And I'm just like, damn. And we got into this whole long discussion of chav versus trailer trash.
I need a piss.
Is there a difference?
Good night, Mark.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the terms for it. All right.
I'm pretty sure the chav don't have to worry about tornadoes taking their home away.
I don't know. I mean, I think a weird cross between English and a Valley Girl.
Oh God, that sounds like up there with Lovecraftian horror, like things that should not exist.
Well, she's got that British accent, but she's like, "Oh my God," and like for sure. I'm just like, God, that hurts my ears.
How do you? I wonder if I can tame a fox. I'm going to have to look into that.
Yes.
Or in Minecraft, but
on
my survival world, fox got into my like animal area, my animal pen, and I couldn't figure out why my chickens were disappearing until it took me surprisingly longer than it should have to finally catch the fox killing the chickens.
Because there was a fox in the hen house. That is so cliched. You did not catch that one.
Foxes are new to me, okay? I've never had foxes in Minecraft before.
Also in Scotland, chavs are known as non-educated delinquents.
I know it was a pain in my ass. I was going for the Rainbow Sheep achievement on the Xbox, and my house happened to be a wolf spawner. Getting all those sheep became impossible because wolves would spawn in the pen and kill the sheep.
That sucks. Anyway, I'm back now.
Okay.
Also, see the whole chav thing. Chavs in Scotland are known as Neds, non-educated delinquents.
Am too. I mean, what? Well, no, I'm not delinquent. I'm just uneducated. Well, somewhat.
Yeah, they're known as Neds.
You know, why does that remind me of a scene from a Dan movie? There was a guy, prim and proper British accents, sitting here doing Hamlet. He's sitting there doing the Horatio line from Hamlet. You know, alas for Horatio, I knew him well. Yeah, he's sitting there doing that. Fucking Sean Connery of all people sitting there talking about, you know, he's sitting there talking to the skull, and Sean Connery's like, so whatever you and this gentleman had are none of my affair. And then the actor turned around, broke his character from the Hamlet thing, just turned around, what's your fucking game? I'm just like, damn.
Blackjack, why?
And there is actually a film called Neds as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a film about a schoolboy who, he's top of the class and everything, and then eventually goes down the wrong path.
Cryptic, that's a line too far, man. I don't think Scotty would ever be able to pull off Bluegrass.
Marvin Scotty is gay, flogging Scotty. Soggy bottom Scotsman. Taylor Swift.
Constant Scotsman all through his days. He's the man of constant. Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift Scotsman.
All right, someone's gonna sit Scotty man of constant sorrows now. I want to hear this.
What now?
There you go. Listen to that. Scotty Buffet.
Buffett. Like Jimmy Buffett. Cheeseburger in Paradise. Margaritaville.
I go Scotty Cash. There's one.
I fell down, down, down in a burning ring of fire. The sun sucks. I don't know. How would that go?
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames got higher. And it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire. That ring of fire.
Okay, so there's an Urban Dictionary definition for the Ring of Fire.
Yeah, that's
It's
a lot of spicy food.
No, there's a different one that I know. So have you seen Human Centipede?
I've
No.
seen the trailer. I don't want to see the movie. I never want to see that movie.
So you know the concept. So the Ring of Fire would be you just connecting the front one to the back one. So it's a giant circle of just not right.
Yeah, Simon S. Garfunkel. Scotty Idol.
Scotty and Garfunkel, or
No, it's Simon and Garfunkel.
hello, Scotsman, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Yeah, this is just.
That kind of worked, actually.
I don't even know what this is anymore, to be honest.
Karaoke. That's what.
But you know what? I'm having too much fun to stop it. I'm keep going. Maybe just kind of stop now, but fuck it.
Now, if only you can do the monster the proper way, where there is one point where it goes deeper. You've got to be able to do that deeper.
What monster? You mean the baby monster?
No, Skillet. It's deep inside me. It's just beneath the sheets. Something that wants my soul, it wants my heart. Sometimes I feel like a monster. Ah, shit, I couldn't do it.
Feel like
Not
a
enough breath.
monster.
Yeah, it's a good song. I like it.
I don't
This is
know
why I
if
used to
you're
smoke
gonna
a
do
lot.
a major, if you're gonna do like a major voice change like that, you kind of want something like the Divinals, you know?
Yeah.
That's when you get that
And-
kind of nice, sweet going on, where you sit there and sing, "I don't want anybody
Could have
else."
sworn I used to be
When
able
I
to do
think
that.
about you, I touch myself. Whoa. Anyway,
Oh wait.
Rage Against the Scotsman, led Scotland. Scotsman no more, Scotsman no. It's not for rap artists, and it just turned into artists in general, didn't it? Artists and bands.
yeah, I think so.
I have no clue what's going on. All I know is I'm building a spruce shack and gonna try to get some zombie pigmen in it, or not pigmen, zombie villagers to cure them. Then again, I'll need more gold. Freaking stupid gold. I spent all day looking for gold and finally found it and have used it already.
Well, Tom, I think that's the only time Scotty and 9 Inches are ever going to be in the same sentence together. Anyway,
Calvin Scotsman. See, that doesn't even make sense. Calvin Harris is already Scottish.
Uh,
So making Calvin Harris even more Scottish doesn't even work.
Sinead Scotsman.
Oh, God, no, that's even worse.
Oh, yeah,
So-
is she Muslim now?
Yeah.
still my favorite fun fact. Do you know where that name comes from? 9 Inch Nails?
Because if you take all the iron out of a human's blood, melt it down into a sink, or out all the iron out of a body, it'll be a 9-inch long nail.
Yep. It's a fun science fact. Kind of morbid fact, but still fun science fact.
But at least that one works.
You know, if you took a 1-inch strip of, if you took a 1-inch thick or a 1-inch wide strip of human skin and take all the human skin off of that person's body, they will be screaming uncontrollably.
True. You just made me think. That would be. Wonder how long of a whip you could make out of human leather.
How much leather do you have?
Well, I guess you could make a quite.
How much leather do you have? What kind of whip do you want?
Oh yeah, that is true. But you could probably make quite a few out of that. What's that one fat chick? Amberlyn Reed?
Actually, no.
See, English song, it just sounds like you're confessing your love to me or something. My Scottish Romance. I know it's supposed to be My Chemical Romance, but still.
Well, I mean, I do find Scottish women attractive. Yes.
Come on, people. Why don't we start going into some black metal? How about like Cannibal Scotsman? Cradle of Scotsman. Scotsman of Filth.
What other?
Yeah, the Rolling Scotsman. That's what they already done, hasn't it?
That's just a really fat Scotsman. That's how he gets around.
Yeah, that's just fat bastard, isn't it? Really?
Get in my belly.
Up until what was it? The third movie that he got skinny?
Mm.
I don't know. Scotty Death, that's just cryptic still. Scott Collins, B Scotsman. Scissor Scotsman is a big Scotsman. Michael Jack Scotsman. The fuck?
Scotty Death.
That's cryptic joke, isn't it?
No, Deaf, as in Johnny Depp.
No,
Death.
Megadeth.
Oh, Megadeth.
Yeah, that could be Megadeth. That could be, yeah. Do you know how many black metal bands have the name Death in it?
Five Finger
Anyway.
Death Scotsman.
Bob Marley and the Scotsman. See, if that was, if he was alive, I would totally be up for that. As a band, not anything else, obviously.
Old Crow Medicine Scotsman. There you go. No, the Old Crow Scotsman show. There we go. But that's getting back into bluegrass. Anyway.
Scotsman Road is beyond Scotsman. Is that supposed to be Beyonce?
I think so.
I
I don't even know what that is.
think I might need to go get some glowstone.
Soundgarden.
Oh. This is just his
How about moment I'm thinking. See, this one you got to know. You got to know a lot about the band Gwar, just GWAS, because the gag is GWAR is supposed to be a damn anagram for God, what a racket. So God, what a Scotsman.
Scots Road, Depeche Scotsman, Duran Scotsman. I'm getting some weird names here.
No, there you go. Depeche, Duran, hungry like the Scotsman.
Well, hungry like the fat bastard anyway.
Scotsman on film. Scotsman on film.
Yeah, honestly, this is just. Oh, Son Scotsman. Scotty Guthrie. There we go, there's another one. If anyone actually knows who that is, if anyone actually knows what that is, Woody Guthrie. I apologize to nobody for the direction of this stream. Anyways, Cryptic, at least you paid to derail it. No, I'm not even bold.
I'm just sitting here building a house. Well, not my house. I'm building another house.
This is why the hell not. Might even put it in my Discord. What's the worst that could happen? We've become a shit show. We may as well embrace the shit show.
There you go.
Embrace it.
How about
What?
Alabama Thunder Scotsman. That's probably a band name you've never heard of. Alabama Thunder Pussy.
No.
It's actually a real band. The Butthole Scotsman. Butthole Surfers.
Has anyone said Iron Scotsman?
I don't think so.
How did we miss Iron Maiden?
Ah.
I just find that offensive now.
Because you don't mess with Bruce.
True.
That's why nobody's messed with Iron Maiden, because you don't mess with Bruce.
Black Scotsman, Black Sabbath.
Earth, Wind, and Scotsman.
There you go.
Scots will make the apocalypse across the sky. Freddie Sculpture.
Theater of Scotsman.
Shana Scotsman.
Shana Scotsman.
Oh, here we go. He's cryptic.
You forgot about that band. Oh, Spice Scotsman.
Harrow Cryptic.
Harrow.
One more.
Vanessa Scotsman.
Vanessa Scotsman.
Oh, freaking.
Vanessa Carlton. Never mind.
Yeah.
If Scotsman's tits were bigger, he'd probably be able to pull off Dolly Scotsman.
Hello, Caleb McLeod.
How about Daniel Scotsman?
He just walked into an absolute shit show.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matchbox Scotsman. Yeah.
For those who don't know,
I started this shit. I'm sorry for this. My bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, actually, I think you started it with Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Kaylin, what's going on is we're currently making band names and artists of my name. So, things like the Best Scotsman and Mega Scotsman and
Elton Scotsman.
Is he gay enough for that?
No, he needs that. He needs them glasses,
I think I do have a pair of, or used to have a pair of sunglasses that look very similar to that.
Yeah, should probably give it to him.
Cryptic. I just realized we got. I know a version of a song we're gonna have to get Scotty to do. So Scotty, your homework is look up a band called the Gourds. Gourd like a pumpkin, ironically, huh? They actually turned Gin and Juice into a bluegrass song.
Well, the Snoop Dogg song.
Yes, It is. Nate Scotty. Sorry.
Why judge because everyone jacks it to Disney?
Run DM Scotty.
Yeah. Akon be A Scotty. It's not that great. Alicia Scotty? Yeah.
NWS, the New World Scotty.
Yeah.
So,
Ja Scotty. Ja Rule.
The Scotty Tang Clan.
The Scotty Pistols. Sex Pistols.
Little Scotty, but Little Troy. Or Little Wayne. Either one works.
Yeah.
Post Scotty. Post Malone. Yeah. Flow Rider.
Notorious BIS.
Oh, no, that's just Notorious BSS.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Mandy, we already did the Rolling Scotsman, remember?
Let's go into, you know who Peter Tosh is, right? Reggae?
No.
Never mind. Peter Scotty. Just look up Peter Tosh if you ever have a chance. He's a good reggae.
Scotty Hendricks.
Sean Paul. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is this tune's evolved into? Really?
It's your fault.
Eight people are still watching this.
I'm watching it because it's funny. Let's go to the 80s, right? 80s.
80s?
Yeah. You know who Stevie B is, right?
No.
Never mind. That's way too specific.
John Bon Scotsman, John Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Scotty's Addiction.
Um,
I think that somebody already did Scotty No More.
You just made me think of one. Limp Scotty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Scotty Roses, the Stone Roses. I like the Stone Roses. You probably haven't heard of the Stone Roses.
Michael Boop Scotty. Yeah.
Surely Scotty Bublé sounds better, doesn't it?
No. Michael Boop Scotty because you had boob in it. I just changed it to boob.
Scotty next to Scott Michael.
Jack Sean from, let me see. Jack Joe Scotty.
Did you say Jack Off Scotty? Like Jack Off Jill?
No,
Scott-
Jack O Scotty.
Oh. Okay, well, there's another one. Jack Off Scotty, like Jack Off Jill.
Oh yeah, okay. That's great.
Billy Ray Scottis.
No, Phil O. Scott. Yeah, Phil Collins. Let's see. Whitney Scott Houston. Yeah.
That doesn't even work. That doesn't even work, does it?
Yeah. Gunses and Scotty. Yeah. I'm giving you too much credit for that one.
Okay. Guns and Scotty's not bad, not bad.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses already been done though.
Metallic Scott.
Oh, I got one for you. Cindy Low Scotty Lopper, but you know.
Scotty Lauper.
Yeah.
Scotty Lauper.
Okay,
There you go.
yeah, you could. Yeah. You got me.
Because
on that.
Scots, they want to have fun.
Scott Dorr.
Oh shit. Oh,
Scott
ZZ Scotty.
And to be fair, English Tom, the Red Hot Chili Pipers would be better for that one, surely, because there is actually a band called the Red Hot Chili Pipers.
Hmm.
Not even making that up.
Stevie Wonder.
I don't know. Scotty's not blind, is he?
He is.
No, I have 20/20 vision.
Ozzy McScotterton. Ozzy. I can't fucking say it. Lionel Scotty. That sounds good. Lionel Scotty.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, Lionel Scotty. Let's see. We said Iron Maiden before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Banana Scotsman.
Yeah, there you go.
Remember Banana Ran Run? Yeah.
Let's see. What was it? Janet Scotsman. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Scotsman knows Black Scottish.
I'm going to have to interrupt you. I am thinking I need to go back to bed. More sleep.
All right, then.
All right, dude.
I will say, Mandy, you better make sure your phone charges because I need you to do the Monday show. You're reading the manual tomorrow at 1 Eastern. So,
yeah.
Good night.
Yeah,
Later.
All right,
No.
night, Thunder.
You guys remember the Isley brothers?
Yeah.
No.
You don't. Shut up, Scotsman. The Isley Scotsman.
Or in the same sense, the Allman Scotsman.
Yes, yeah, that's fair. Billy Joe Scotsman.
I already did that one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me see. Freaking John Lennon, John Scotsman. That sounds bad. Oh,
I guess.
Aretha Scotsman. Yeah.
Paul Scotty, Paul McCartney.
No, Aretha Franklin. Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's pretty good too. Oh shit. Was it Rolling Stone? Rolling Scotsman? I should throw you down the hill. Yeah. Running out of good music, right? Barry Scotsman. Barry White.
Or Barry Manilow, really anybody that's a singer.
That's true. Oh, I said ZZ Top already. I know that.
Yeah.
Alice in Scotsman.
That's a movie though, isn't it? Alice in Wonderland.
It's Alice in
Alice
Chains.
in Chains. Yeah, they come to snuff the Scotsman.
Yeah, Scotty Cooper then Alice Cooper.
Okay.
That's true. James Scottman, James Brown, but that's too generic for it to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not obvious enough.
Sex Scotsman, but that's giving you too much credit.
Yeah, I said the Scotty Pistols.
Yeah. Yeah. Janet Scotsman. Janis Joplin.
We just did Janis Joplin, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shit. It's like everything's running together now. Elvis Scotsman. That looks. Whoa! I've seen your picture, Scotty. If you were to dance like Elvis, I'm gonna have some issues because that's kind of looking kind of weird, man.
I don't know, maybe fat Elvis.
There's a lot of fat Elvis in Vegas. You don't want to see him. Trust. Yeah, like literally like half the people that. Dude, you look like a serial killer right about now.
Oh.
No, I mean, this is you look like you have the eyes. You just want to kill somebody right now. I'm just saying.
I was like that.
Yeah. You like, yeah.
I think I was gonna get a haircut as well and a shave.
Yeah, you need a haircut. You look like a bag of bones. Never mind.
I'm too fat to be a bag of bones.
I know you are. I said it wrong. You look like a hobo on the street. So, no offense. Your haircut. You need a haircut.
Yeah, that fella. You're not the first person to say I look like John Belushi.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. No, it's shit. I think you're too young for most of the music I listen to, even though I'm not that older than you. But I just.
I actually like a lot of all the music. So
No, you don't.
I do.
Don't lie to me, boy.
How am I lying?
You don't. Do you know who the Temptations are?
Yes.
I'll give you that. Okay, let me ask. Let me see. Who should I ask if you should know? If you like, do you know who Etta James is?
Who?
Etta James.
No.
You should listen to her. The song's called At Last. And let me ask you another question. Do you know who Percy Sledge is? You should know that one.
No.
Scotty, I'll send you a playlist. You should listen to all these songs. These are from the 1930s to the 1950s, and they're great. It has like you know who Sam Cooke is?
No.
He got killed. He's the father of blues, basically. The Platters, Percy Sledge, Jackie Wilson, The Temptation. Of course, you know who that is. You know who James Brown is. The Penguins. You remember the song from Back to the Future when he's up on the stage, he's singing Earth Angel?
Yes.
That's the original singers were called the Penguins.
I'll say on the Howard Stern show for a long time. Well, he started the SNL, then Matt TV, then Howard Stern.
Yeah. No, music is great. I mean, the modern music is sound like an old man, but it's not that great. Some stuff is
chart music either.
Yeah, it's not that great. It has no meaning. It just sings about dumb shit.
It's like you Johnny paid the lethal spag for the sub.
Yeah. Well, most people can't sing. They just auto-tune and shit too, so it doesn't really matter. Like, what's his name? He's punched Rihanna in the face. They used to date. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Something Brown. Chris Brown? Yeah.
Yeah,
and you know most of his songs are auto-tuned. I'm like, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, music nowadays is just auto-tune and it's just too much process. Oh my god.
Too much absolute shite.
Yeah. By the way,
the thing is, occasionally you'll get a half decent song, but that half decent song will then get played to death.
Yeah.
As I've noticed, you'll
Well, they don't. The problem is they don't even nowadays they don't even play their own instrument. They don't do a lot of the stuff that make them artists. They sing from a list that somebody made them.
I don't mind them not playing instruments as long as they can actually sing.
That's fair, but most of them
As long as they're at least talented to some degree, I don't mind it. But if you're just like tuned, then no.
No, I think a lot of the modern music, it's okay. It's not. I'm not saying I'm a love
Your volume's low. I can't hear you.
Well, I turned myself. You all right now?
A bit louder.
How about now?
That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's just the modern music is just it's like they don't have any meaning. You know what I mean? And like people say, it's like a lot of the music nowadays is someone writes them and someone sing them. What's her name? Sia.
I think I've heard of her. Yeah.
Yeah, she writes most of the song for a lot of artists, female artists at least. Like Rihanna and stuff. Rihanna can't sing. Well, she can't write her own song. She just sings other people's song. So it's one. The same thing with Katy Perry, Mandy. She just sings other people's songs. She can't write for shit.
Well, it's controversial, but Elvis was the same thing. Like Elvis never wrote a song with his wife either, did he?
No, Elvis actually did. Well, what's the term? Reimagined or reinterpreted songs with a heavy influence from something else. In the same sense, cryptic, Meatloaf himself is really not that popular, or he was never really that popular, but he actually wrote a lot of music for people.
I'd say Meatloaf was big. Well, actually, it's because I pretty much grew up listening to like Meatloaf because my mom loves Meatloaf. So, yeah.
I was a pretty good fan of Meatloaf.
Yeah,
Granted, to be honest,
so, yeah.
I was gonna say your mother and I are probably about the same age, so
yeah,
or close to.
Yeah, I started like. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, sorry. So the music I listen to is I listen to all kind of music. I go from hip hop, which I grew up with, so I know a lot of like hip hop stuff. But as I got older, I went to R&B and then a little bit of rock, but I know a lot of EDM. Like, so I went to a lot of raves. But like my music has expanded, and in the end, I always go back to the classic stuff, Earth Angel, When a Man Loves a Woman, those they actually have meaning in their music, and then some songs, old school songs, holy shit, like they have meanings that you don't.
So you're talking straight doo-wop or Motown?
Like Motown.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with a lot of them as well, they were a lot more subtle about what they actually meant. Like, there were some songs that were about sex, but they weren't like full.
They had to be. They had to be cryptic about it.
Ha! I just the music I listen to it's people don't understand. It's like a lot of stuff I listen to. I'm very very mixed, but the music I listen to, I enjoy a lot. But I'm trying to find a song. Fuck, it's really old, but it's really really. If you listen to the lyrics, it's really really depressing. Shit, I'll be right back with that. Let me try to find it real quick. You guys keep talking.
What's your Meatloaf, Scott?
Do you know do you know any of the words to it?
Oh, Last Kiss. That's the song.
Where can my baby be?
Yes. And
I love that song.
Yeah, but people don't understand that song. If you listen to the end, his girl is dead, like literally.
Mm-hmm.
And but people like they don't like, and I think somebody remade it. Pro Jam, yeah. And Pro Jam, it's an okay version, but I still like the original version by J. Frank Wilson and the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that version is still superior to the Pro Jam version, period.
That's usually the case mostly, though, isn't it? Usually the original's better than the cover.
Yeah.
Well, the only steps I can think of is a Johnny Cash Out, which is like a Nine Inch Nails song originally, but
Yeah.
the only one I can see covers better than the actual song itself.
But that song is so good. The original version was so good, and it's like I wouldn't mind like nobody ever touching that song ever again, you know, or even like the song, the BB King song, right? Stand By Me. The original has been superior to any cover anybody's ever done, in my opinion. So
You're right.
You know, certain stuff it's good the way it is, and people need to stop. This is true with movies too, you know, like some movies you don't fucking remake, just like this. You know, the original version of what's that?
Well, in the same sense, Lean on Me is the same damn way. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to remember. I want to say it's House Bordeaux or something is who made it, or is a band who remade it, and the remake sucked.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like a lot of movies, like Jeff Foxman movies get reboots and remakes and stuff these days because. Like Disney's especially bad for that with like the remakes of their old movies, just like
right. Well, okay. Speaking of Disney, like the Lion King should not be remade. You know, like live. It should just been left alone. It was a good movie by itself. Mm-hmm. You know, and same thing with Aladdin, right? Nobody needed that fucking movie to be remade into live action. Nobody, but they did anyway. That's the thing that pisses me off.
I think they're trying to cash in on 90s nostalgia, aren't they?
Yeah. But it's some songs like, you know, sometimes it does work when there's a remake, you know, Cyndi Lauper, Time After Time. There's actually a version I actually like better than Cyndi Lauper. It's by a lady. She goes by the INOJ. I just call her INOJ. Her version is actually quite good. I think it's superior to the original. But for every one of those, you have 10 that are fucked up, you know? And you're like, I don't want to listen to that shit. By the way, if you ever find that song, it's actually quite good. She's very good at it. So, and that's only like her only hit is a remake of Time After Time.
Well, in the same sense, Cryptic. I mean, if you're talking back during the 80s, remember that the Tiffany song, I Think We're Alone Now? That was a remake in and of itself. That was her only real hit.
Yeah. There's a lot of artists that their only music are like covers of existing music. And when I say hit, I mean it's on a blip for a map for like a blip and it's over, you know?
Yeah.
That's one hit wonder, and it's not even their hit because they didn't make it.
Right. Yeah, that's the sad part about it. I'm like, and like you know the song "Hurt," right, from Johnny Cash.
Yeah. That was written by Nine Inch Nails.
Right, but that song was he actually no, I think that song was sung by somebody else. Was written by somebody else. Trent Reznor, what's his name? Yeah, I'm just looking at
Trent Reznor, but Trent Reznor is the lead singer of Nine Inch Nails.
Right. But like you can write good music and have somebody sing. This is going on. I guess I'm going off something else. It's like people don't realize like there are certain people that should sing a song, right? And certain people that shouldn't, like Rihanna. What's that stupid song with Calvin Harris song? What is it? Fuck. I can't find it.
Rihanna as well.
Yeah, there's a song by Calvin Harris and Rihanna. That song was actually I think it was written by Sia.
Yeah, that's the one. We Fell in Love.
Yeah. I think that song was written by Sia. I'm not 100% sure, so I might be wrong on this. But if you switch out Sia and her, it makes no difference. Some people just can't sing, or they're stuck to a certain genre, right? Like Johnny Cash has a different range. You know, he's one of the old school where he can sing multiple types of music. You know, and we don't have those artists nowadays. They can't sing. they get auto tune like what is that Brown, and Rihanna. She's very. Most of the music sound the same. You know what I mean?
You're speaking about covers. Johnny Cash actually did a lot of covers, like see Cocaine Blues. That wasn't actually he didn't actually write that. That was a Woody Guthrie song originally.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
a lot of the older country like that, a lot of the older country stuff like that, one or two people wrote the songs, and then everybody made the song.
Right.
I mean, that was actually very rampant in the country music in country back from the 60s to the 80s. I mean, it'd be nothing to find 7-8 people who recorded the song, and then a few people who actually recorded responses to the song.
Okay, here's the most recent example, right? Michael Bublé had a song "Home," right?
Mm-hmm.
Blake Shelton also recorded the same song, in country style.
Mm-hmm.
And they sound almost as the same. You know, I mean, I don't see the point. I mean, it has a slightly different instrumentation, like beat, right? But the essence of the song is pretty much you have a little country twang to the Blake Shelton version. But I mean, is it worth it to have two versions? No, it's not.
Yeah, I understand what you mean on that. Who was that? Brett Shelton, or not Brett Shelton? Brett Michaels. Brett Michaels. He was Skid Row, I want to say it was. No, Poison.
I'll be right back.
From Poison. Brett Michaels from Poison.
Music and root singing.
He released an album a couple years ago that he released that a couple years ago with a couple of the Poison songs redone as country songs, and it was actually quite good. So, sorry, Red Feather. Sorry, I already got Old Crow, dear.
Music and Chris Brown and Root. Music, Chris Brown and Root singing John Lennon's "Many Xmas War Is Over" was shit.
Actually, who do you...
Cookie artist getting daft? Yes, it is.
Actually, that's actually a prime example there, Cryptic, on that as well. Okay, Darius Rucker, formerly Hootie and the Blowfish, he did Wagon Wheel. It was originally a group, Old Crow Medicine Show, who sang and who recorded it and sang it first. In the last year or two, there was a guy, Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band, actually made an interpretation of that song. But there's three recordings of a song that Bob Dylan wrote. He never recorded it, but he wrote it.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of these artists, man, they're not coming with beats anymore, and they're getting sued left and right. What's his name? Fucking he got sued for stealing a beat.
Was it for Blurred Lines?
Yes, Blurred Lines. Yeah, that's exactly And it's just people not coming up with new beats. They're just fucking lazy, man.
That one, it wasn't even a direct copy of. Everything I'd say was inspired by like old Motown and stuff, but I wouldn't say it was an actual direct ripoff.
It was close. It was very close. If you actually do the side by side comparison, it was pretty close.
But then you can say that about a lot of songs that when that never happened. Like there was an Oasis song, I think it's like Cigarettes and Alcohol, that was a ripoff of T-Rex.
Okay. Well, I mean, right nowadays, people are looking for anything to suit you, right? Look at the song. I forgot what song. When Biggie Smalls died, what's his name? When Biggie Smalls died, and Puffy Combs, well, P. Diddy now, did the song "I'll Be Missing You." That song, that beat was stolen from not stolen, but sampled. I guess they call it sample nowadays. They sampled a beat, and actually the lyrics, literally like a portion of the hook from another song. I don't know if they ever paid for it, but that's the kind of shit that gets me pissed. I was like, you don't have to do that. You just write your own song, your own lyrics. You know what I mean? It's just lazy.
Well, in that same sense, didn't P Diddy also get nailed on that from sampling Led Zeppelin?
He did. Yeah. He got in trouble for that. He samples a lot of music. P Diddy is like it's a notorious sampler.
Yeah, and a big irony. Actually, Callan beat me to it, but even Vanilla Ice got nailed because the beat he used was Queen.
Yeah, the Ice Ice Baby song. Yeah.
Mhm.
That got really nasty in court.
Yeah.
Because it was simply the part of dun, 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 dun. That part got him sued.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah. Right now, if you make music, you better be careful and like go through everything. And because right now, everybody's looking to sue your ass right now for making beats. Because if it's too similar, they're gonna sue you. It's as simple as that now.
Yeah.
I think there's hardly anything original anymore. Like chances are, like even if you do like a melody that's just an acid melody you think is like new or whatever, it can still sound so similar to someone else's.
Yeah, and then you get sued for it, and
when it's not your fault.
I know, but it's the way our copyright system works now. So, and with what Mandy said, Vanilla, you do realize Vanilla Ice after the whole fiasco with the rap stuff, he became a hardcore grunge, basically rock singer, and he only recently came back to doing rap for a little bit, and he didn't get any traction, so he went back to doing the same shit he was doing before.
I don't remember
all the movies just remake them, make up politically correct, because Sean John was fucking stupid to copy the sound of police mixing up with religious shit.
Yeah. People are fucking like, look, just give the original artists a slice of the original, you know, recreate it. Just give them, you know, whatever, 5 cents to your song, whatever, you know. Don't be trying to go around that shit because it'll cost you millions.
This shit's gonna get even worse though when it comes to like, especially the EU, given the fact that the new fucking Article 13 and Article 11 shit coming along.
Well, there was one back towards the early 2000s. I want to say it was Everclear remade Folsom's Prison Blues, and they had a whole bunch of people railing on them against it. Now Johnny Cash didn't bother them. You know, he didn't mind for doing Folsom's Prison Blues. The thing everybody was starting to pester them over was they recorded Folsom Prison Blues to the beat of House of Pain, Jump Around, until everybody started realizing it's the same guy. Do you remember that mess?
No.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like I was saying before, like this shit's gonna get worse though, especially the EU given the new copyright laws.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna fuck a lot of things up.
Well, the way that most of these companies can get out of it is like, we're a U.S. company, but they're too cucked to do that. And it's like, you can go through my government to deal with me in terms of this shit, right? But most of these companies like Blizzard, right, and the whole China fiasco, right? They're unwilling to do that because they're fucking so greedy with wanting the money that they don't, you know, realize that the U.S. Constitution will protect them against the stupidity of the EU and the China, but they're just cowards basically, and they won't, you know, stand up and be like, look, go through my government. My government will tell you that it's legal in my country, so you can fuck off. You don't like it, we're not going to serve your people.
Also, like it's only gonna things like Article 1311 are only gonna stifle new artists. Because you get fucking people like Paul McCartney that will support it, but because he knows full well that he can just sue somebody as a song Ramon that sounds anything remotely like anything he'd ever did.
Yeah.
Just add money onto the pile you're never gonna use.
No, it's I hate what's going on with the music industry right now. That's the reason why I'm just like, I'll listen to all the music. I'm not gonna listen to it. If a song in the modern time catches my ear, sure, I'll listen to it. But most of it don't. Most of the music don't. I'm like, every 1,000 song, I might like 5. Because it's not something I like.
Yeah.
It's not. Even like I even got into country music, right? And a lot of songs from Tim McGraw has gotten lazy, and I just don't care anymore. I mean, I like some of his oldest music because I've gone back through his catalog. I found some good new artists like the band Perry, right? They're not bad. I mean, they're bluegrass based, right? So their music it's more in line of, I guess, how I wouldn't call them Soggy Bottom Boys, but the people who created that song. That's actually like more of what I like, is the bluegrass type of country, and there's very few that actually have that kind of style anymore,
And soon they'll be copying all the Who songs and Ahs.
Yeah.
They do song.
By the way, the band Perry is not a bad freaking group to listen to. If you like country, bluegrass country, they're not bad at all.
They're not too bad.
Yeah, their music is actually pretty good. I mean,
Paul McCartney is losing his memory, and he treated John Lennon like shit because he wanted to be big and famous, and that's why the Beatles split up. The thing is, wasn't it like John Lennon said he was bigger than Jesus or something at one point?
Yeah, but to answer what Thomas says, like a lot of patent or copyright laws in the United States and even in the rest of the world, it's very restrictive nowadays. And in the United States, before, if you have a character in let's say Mickey Mouse, right? You would have it for 20 years or 25 years, and it becomes public domain. I mean, anybody can use it. But Disney and the rest of the other entertainment industry has pushed it back to 50 years, then 60 years, and now it's like 99 years, whatever.
I think it's like, I think in the US, F plus 70 years, I think.
Yeah, the laws have been changed so much. So basically, Warner Brothers and Disney has owned the rights to those characters perpetually. It's the same thing with the music industry, and the lobbyists have just made it impossible for people to freaking recreate or cover music. It's impossible because of the stupidity of people just changing the law, which was originally intended. Like, all right, you can make this. You made this thing for whatever 20 years, 25 years. You can make all the profits off of it. After that, it's free for everybody to do. But it's one of those things where people has lobbied it so much that it's become impossible for people to make money off of music, that it should technically become public domain is the key word.
Well, it's not just music either. I mean, hell, look at of all people, hell, YouTube, Baron.
Right.
For part of the head of the avatar he was using, he ended up getting copyright and his whole channel taken down over it.
Right.
And Ringo Starr is also a live red feather. Yeah.
Like a lot. Mickey Mouse should be public domain right now. Superman should be public domain. Every one of these characters should be public domain right now.
And so for the old Looney Tunes cartoons as well.
Yeah, even Looney Tunes cartoons. Somebody should be able to, like, you know what? I want to draw Bugs Bunny and be able to, you know, make my own cartoons out of it, but they can't because Warner Brothers still owns the copyright because the laws keep on getting changed because all these fucking lobbyists saying to Congress, "We'll give you $1 million." Well, member of Congress, we'll give you $1 million if you vote to extend this and this and this, and it's become such a corrupt system. I'm just like, you know.
Right, and even on that, when it comes to like Bugs Bunny, any Bugs Bunny is copyrighted. It's all under the same copyright. But the problem is Bugs Bunny himself has changed so much over the years, and he's still and it's still completely covered under all of the copyrights. You could do just about any cartoon rabbit, and Warner Brothers can, you know, theoretically go in there and say, no, this is Bugs Bunny.
See, I can understand that being for like until the person who made it dies, but like add 70 years on that, so basically 2 lifetimes.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's coming to a reckoning in 2025, I believe, or something like that. That is finally ending. However, my suspicion is actually it's going to get extended even again because these fucking corporations going to pay the people in Congress to extend that patent again. Because it was supposed, I think it was supposed to end in the 1980s or 90s, and they extended it then. Now they're going to extend it again because money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think I know definitely the old Mickey Mouse cartoons are supposed to be public domain by now, but they're not.
Right. I mean, by the way, Betty Boop or Betty Boop,
Betty Boop.
Betty Boop is technically, she is actually public domain. So is Popeye, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But why are they public domain when they're from around the same time as?
Because nobody cared about them remaining. They weren't part of a mega company at the time. So now they are free to. You can do a Popeye cartoon now. You won't get taken down.
You can do a Popeye cartoon, but the thing is, you can't. This is where it starts getting it starts getting funny, because under copyright, you could sit and repost a Popeye cartoon and it not be copyright. The thing is, you can't use Popeye as, let's say, your avatar on YouTube, because using Popeye as a representation is trademarked. There are orange juice companies. There's actually a brand of canned spinach in America where they use Popeye as a trademark. So as long as you don't try to brand yourself under Popeye, you're fine.
Why is Popeye sticking out then?
Yeah, I have no idea why Popeye is chicken, but it has no reference to the. So they
branded themselves as Popeyes, though, aren't they?
Well, but the thing is, though, we in the United States we have something called a code development kind of law where, like, let's say, okay, this is an example, right?
I think one of the term is parallel development.
Yeah, parallel development. There you go. Trucker is a lot smarter than I am. Let's put it this way. Okay, Captain Marvel in DC, right? And Captain Marvel in Marvel. The reason why there's 2 Captain Marvel is because the court ruled that both of them were developing at the same time. But technically, Captain Marvel in DC Comics started first. They started as a rival to Superman, actually, by Fawcett Comic, right? They created something called Captain Marvel before Marvel or DC ever created it. And they basically were Captain Marvel until Marvel came out with Captain Marvel. The courts ruled that because of co-development, they basically were okay with that. However, DC never challenged it in terms of once they bought Fawcett, because they sued Fawcett Comic because Captain Marvel was too similar to Superman, and they won actually for that one. So when they took over Captain Marvel from Fawcett Comic, they never challenged Marvel's Captain Marvel. So when they went to the court and they tried to say that, you know, Captain Marvel in Marvel Comics were need to be, you know, eliminated because they had Captain Marvel first, the court says, oh well, they developed at the same time technically, and you never challenged it in the first place. So I mean, there's stipulations in the law where that stuff kind of happens all the time, you know. And the same thing with like music, character. There's a bunch of characters that are just like that, like storylines and names and stuff. That's how people get around with having two different names for one thing.
Yeah, copyrights keep the Star Wars land at Disney almost completely without characters because they somehow don't own the licenses.
Yeah,
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but you know, technically,
film, but they don't own the license for the characters in the film.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I'm saying that. So they own the license to make the Star Wars films, but they don't own the characters in the films. Then.
Well, okay, that is a different thing, though. I don't know. So back in the 1980s, right? Marvel was about to go bankrupt. If you're talking about like Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four and X-Men, right?
No, specifically talking about Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. Oh, Fox. That's the whole thing about Fox, right?
He owns part of Fox now, technically.
Well, yes, but let's go back further than that, right? Back in the days, Lucas tried to sell all of Star Wars to Fox, right? Fox was like, "Fuck you, we'll just get the movie." But you can Lucas, you can keep all the merchandising and stuff. So it broke up the license in terms of merchandise, movie, and books, comic books, and books and comic books. It's very similar to what happened to Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and what was the other one? Oh shit,
Green
X-Men.
Lantern.
No, X-Men. So basically, it's the same thing. Marvel owns everything but the movies, and so Sony owns actually Fox owns the rights to Spider-Man, and they can make any movie however the hell they feel like it. But Marvel they can do the toys, the merchandise, all that stuff, and they get 100% of the profit. You know what I mean? It's rights of each characters. And by the way, the reason why they did that was because Marvel was about to go bankrupt, so they sold all that shit away. But that's besides the point. Yeah, it's all about what happened when that company was selling away those licenses. And back then, Marvel was about to go bankrupt. That's why they sold all that shit away.
And Green Thunder is saying Disney has to pay Lucas if they were to use the original Star Wars characters, but Disney's come up with their own characters to circumvent that.
Yes, that's why they killed off basically everybody in Return, not Return, but
everybody in the first three.
Everybody in the first three, yeah. Basically, they killed off Luke Skywalker in the last movie because they don't want to use him anymore because they have to pay Lucas. It's a shitty way to do it.
But you think if you own the licenses, you'd own the characters as well.
Well, it's all about licensing, man. It's all about it's a law agreement, man. If Lucas said, "Hey, anytime you use Luke Skywalker, you got to pay me," well, what is Disney going to do? They're like, "Fuck you! We're going to kill off Luke Skywalker." By the way, who's Oracle TV? By the way,
Oracle TV. I don't know. I looked them up. See if they're there. Some YouTuber.
Now, when it comes to split licenses like that, that's also why they actually ended up just completely slapping together a Venom movie that was only loosely based on backstories, actual canon stories about him.
Oracle TV is a YouTuber who does videos about Hammerlin Reed.
oh, it sounds like somebody's talking about a fat chick. So, yeah. No, look, it's all about license. Like back in the days, when Disney was desperate, they sold off a lot of the not Disney, Marvel was desperate. They sold off a lot of their rights. Yeah, they sold off. That's the reason why they don't have all the rights to all these characters that they actually technically still own. I mean, a lot of companies did that. I think DC did it at one point, and then they finally got this stuff back, and they've kept it ever since.
Technically, you never use opinionated Scotsman. You only use nicknames for opinionated Scotsman, so that doesn't really count. Sorry, on you go.
I'd pay you in fucking quarters and throw it at your titties every time I want to use your name.
We don't have to pay me. I've got 200 subs. Like, I've got 230 odd subs. Not exactly nothing in popularity here. Cryptic must have fucked his mic.
I don't know. I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. How much would it cost me for me to throw pennies at your titties so you can am I?
Well, I need to fly over to America first.
Yeah, I'll fly you over here. I'll throw pennies at your titties, record it, and send you back.
I don't know.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that shit. I just throw pennies across the pond. We're good.
You just hope to throw them in the sea.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have Mandy do it because Mandy's. I heard she's a freaking like a baseball player, man. She can throw a goddamn penny right in somebody's cooch and it'll go right straight up.
And you should have trademarked the name before we started using it so much. Well, I never trademarked. Like I said, you never actually used the proper name. The humiliation is worth the holiday, silly. If I go over to America, I'm gonna have to not tell Skittles because Skittles also wants like wants me because he wants to tase me and then he wants Blind Girl to tase me at the same time.
I'll tase you, dude. Okay, if you came to America, right, I would take you to the Florida Everglades where Mandy lives, right? I would tie your arms and your legs and throw you into alligator-infested pond, and while you're in there, I'm gonna throw a bunch of piranhas in there. Just mix it with a little bit of pig blood and just throw it in there. And we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna say another death. That's what will happen.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
No, bring them over here and don't send them back. Over here is way better. Well, to be honest, I'm getting. Being fun, not so much if I'm getting tased and I'm getting thrown into a river of piranhas, not some.
No. In a crocodile-infested pond with piranhas.
Yeah, that sounds even worse.
Well, why?
Sexual tension between Cryptic and Scully is palpable. No, it's not. No sexual tension here whatsoever.
Jesus Christ. Mandy, I'm gonna after he suffer his horrific death, I'm gonna put him in your bed. Okay.
She'd probably enjoy that, to be honest.
Probably because she's from Florida, so it'll be a close drive.
No, she's in Montana, I think.
Montana. I actually live close to Montana. Besides the point. Look, you don't understand about the United States. I would have to drive for 2-3 days to get to where man is located. I'll gladly
Yeah, the
do
US.
it. What?
Yeah, the US is huge.
No, it's huge. You gotta say it like Trump.
Ain't that bad. You can drive across it in 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the difference is like you can drive across Scotland in 6 hours, and that's not even an exaggeration.
No,
well, I mean, if you don't have to stop for anything, you can drive across the U.S. in 2.5.
No. If you have somebody to switch off, like you sleep for 12 hours and the other person sleep for 12 hours, that's fine. But once you get to the mountains, though, you're fucked.
You're actually kind of right on that one, Cryptic. I use it as a story with friends of mine. But starting in Reno, we went over to California. We always had to stop at the top of that damn little trip there just to catch our breath.
Yeah. So the a week ago, I drove from Denver to the other side of the mountain. It's still in Colorado. It took me 5.5 hours to get 5 hours to get to the other side over the mountain. And then it took me 4.5 hours back. The same day, by the way. So yeah, I don't think you can make it across the United States. Well, once you get to the Rocky Mountains, you're fucked. You're gonna have to add another 1.5 days from that one.
Well, it all depends on which roads you hit.
Yeah, England, you could drive to me. You could drive to me within like 6 hours or something.
Oh, by the way,
By the way,
what am I? Ooh, I hear gears turning.
man, this is up for it.
Yeah, it's all the buzzes and whistles and dings every time I start my truck.
Yeah, I can tell. I can hear that.
Yeah, piranhas only eat dead things, so I'm not too sure about alligators. So what would happen is the alligators would eat. Well, the alligators would kill me, and then I assume what's left of me, the piranhas would eat.
You're not in Montana, Mandy. I thought you were in like Florida.
Oh, she's in Montana.
Oh, yeah, I live in Colorado, so
That's somebody else.
no, I grew up in Denver, so it's go to Montana is a lot quicker because I'm basically going north and not fucking west. No, going west is the problem. That's so fucking annoying sometimes.
Telling Tom, you're in Yorkshire, so that is about 6 hours away from me. I'm not in the Highlands. I'm actually in the Lowlands. Technically, I'm still in the northeast.
You're in the Lowlands. Oh, okay.
Holin. Keep them doggies holin. Anyway,
I feel like making you sing another song. I don't know why.
Because you enjoy it. You enjoy my pain.
I do enjoy your pain. Your pain sustains me. It's like flava beans. Contes?
and don't forget the nice Chianti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live about there-ish. This area here-ish.
You live north?
Yes.
That's pretty north, man.
Yeah, I mean,
if I go to London, how long would it take me to get to you?
I think it's about 8 hours. I think it's like 600 miles away. So,
not driving, like public transportation, because I don't like to drive on your side of the street, because I have the license to drive on your side of the street. I just don't want to do it.
Public transportation. There's a train. I guess you can get the train from Aberdeen to London. It should be about 8 hours.
8 hours? Holy shit! It's like a day.
Yep. It's not as.
So if I do make a trip to London, right, and then go up to Scotland, can I you have to agree to this. Can I tar and feather you before I go home?
You can find me, yeah.
No, well, we would have to meet in a bar or something, so I can tar and feather you there.
But how am I going to know it's you? Because I don't know what you look like.
Just look at a tiny Asian man. Oh, hello.
Great. Why do I have this image of Scotty sitting at a pub, turning around, and there's the stereotypical Asian looking guy with that goofy cone hat and the Fu Manchu beard going, oh, hello, Scotty.
Oh no, I would, that would be the first thing I would do. I'd go up to Scott and be like, hello, asshole. No, I'd go up to him like, you suck on my cockaroo? Oh, hello, sir.
Go to some random pub and find the American sounding Asian.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, find the American sounding Asian. That'll be, yeah, that's about right.
And
No.
anyone of selling.
Oh, I told you guys I was on the Minions of the Zeus stream like on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then SDA was in chat, right? You know what she said? It's like, you sound black. I'm like, what? It's good. Like, you sound like you're a black man. I'm like, I did kind of grow up ghetto, so it is what it is.
The hell does she expect you to sound like?
An Asian man.
See, I don't know. Maybe it's just because of me, because I actually grew up like listening to guys like Henry Cho. Remember him?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he'll look at you with that deep ass Texas accent. Hey, boy, what do you want? Holy shit! What? I'm Korean. But you've got a Southern accent. I'm South Korean.
Yeah. Oh, the fun thing is, I the people I grew up with, I can do a Southern accent if I wanted to. I don't, because I've trained myself to speak like a semi-normal American, but I do have my ghetto side when it comes out, you know, and like it is what it is. Like, you know, I was like,
over time I've slowly learned to adapt my accent when it comes to the internet.
I know what you mean.
My friends, I think no one would understand me.
well, the problem is like, look, I was in the military, right? So I got exposed to a bunch of shit. So half the time, like I say y'all a lot, right? Even though I'm nowhere from the South, I say y'all too much. Two, I also say stuff like, I don't say New Jersey. I actually had to force myself to say that. I say New Jersey, which is stupid. And I pick up on
You force yourself to say Jersey?
No, Jersey. Because Jersey is what I'm used to because of the people I was in the military with. They show, you know, we were talking, they would say New Jersey, and I picked up on it, right?
Okay.
And the same thing with like y'all, right? I never say y'all a lot when I was growing up, but then, you know, when I was military, I say y'all, because then they say y'all, I say y'all, you know?
Yeah.
So I get fucked up with like my accent, and people don't understand where I grew up, you know, type of deal. But it's fine. It's fine. I grew up in Colorado. They're like, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't know that I'm not American. I would just assume you're just American.
Cryptic, you ever have the problem where you've intentionally mispronounced something so long and so often that you can no longer pronounce it correctly?
Yes, I have. And that's the word for New Jersey.
Yeah.
Now I say New Jersey, unless I consciously say New Jersey in my head, right? So it is what it is.
And Manny's saying that Cryptic and me should get married in the Isle of Man. You
can be the small spoon there, Scotty.
She said go to Alabama.
Yes,
Nice.
Alabama.
I didn't know you all were brothers. I didn't know you all were brothers.
We're brothers from different mother. It doesn't mean it ain't incest. Oh, that's gay. I'm a horrible person. I'll admit to it. Oh, yeah. It is what it is.
People here.
Huh?
We're all horrible people here. I mean, earlier we were laughing at this guy because he was ugly.
I was just laughing at you because you were Scotty.
That's fine.
No, okay. You made that ugly look. I was like, bruh. What you doing, man? No, I give you shit. I donate you money to make you sing. But yeah, you're a good guy. You just sometimes you just have, the moment I just want to choke your ass. But besides the point.
I don't blame you. A lot of people are the same way. Same way.
Yeah.
This guy's blind girl and Skittles. They'll tell you all about that.
Oh man.
She's like, I like you, but if I stay in the same room as you for long enough, I would probably want to kill you.
Yeah, you look like the type of person that I would be like Scotty. What the fuck, man? But people think I'm like just because I work in the tech industry, right? I have a degree and all that good, blah 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 blah, whatever. But people I work for, they think I'm like one of them. They're like preppy little Asian. I'm like, no, I grew up fucking pretty poor and ghetto, so I act different, and the way I talk, I have to actually consciously talk like I'm a freaking suburban business guy kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
But when I go out with my buddies, I'm like, motherfucker, this shit ain't goddamn. Well, I'm tired of this shit type of, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like I have two personalities sometimes,
Like I said, I'm the same. I wouldn't say personalities, I say two different accents, like I said earlier. It's after the internet, so I can be understood easier.
Well, I'm not talking about the internet. I'm just talking about like in real life. I do the same thing, It's like, Manny, I have a degree in sesame tofu because I'll tow your foo any day. Well, that's all I got. No, it's funny. It's like we all have our quirks, and I enjoy every one of y'all. So
Yeah, we're all a bit weird, and the internet just is good for expressing people's weird side, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fun to talk to people on the internet. Even if we don't agree or disagree, whatever. It's better than talking to some of these fucking people in real life where they're just disingenuous to you.
Yeah, I'd say if anything, the internet's worse for that, though.
Well, yeah, they're disingenuous to you in your face. You're like, fuck, and you're like, whatever. Just
the internet's even worse though because it's behind your back. At least real life, you can kind of tell when someone doesn't like you.
Yeah, I'm over it. I just go to work and I just go home. I don't care anymore. Before I try to make friends with people at work, I'm like, whatever, But I'm gonna go to work as Napoleon Dynamite on Thanksgiving. Halloween. Oh, I don't watch Thanksgiving. I'm gonna fucking do that damn Napoleon Dynamite dance, and you know what? They can fuck off. They don't like it.
Yeah, try to make work a little bit more fun.
Yep. That's
that.
I like to enjoy myself sometimes because before I told y'all I was a shy little Asian kid, and I ain't that no more. I'm a dick, really.
Hey, we all have to act differently at work to get by, Cryptic. There's only a few people I can show my scat collection to.
Tom, I would share my fucking scat collection with you any day, buddy. You know what? I will show it to you when it's dry and wet. Oh, hold on. Wait. Dry, wet, and rehydrated. How about that? That's nasty.
I'll show mine when it's like a brick, when it's in bits. When it's not even a solid.
Oh shit! Your stream is going downhill, dude. We're talking about scat collection right now.
Well, this stream was this.
Going.
The at least like 2 people that have shit themselves on here before. So
Who shot himself? You?
Green Thunder and Blind Girls Kid. Those are the 2 that have shit themselves on here before.
Should I make it a 3? So I'll do it right now, just for fun. I don't care. I ain't doing it. I just took a shower. Hell with that.
Do you have 2? Man is asking, do you have 2 jobs, Cryptic? Because I heard you are also a butt pilot.
I am a butt pirate. I fucking find the booty every day. Oh, by the way, I'm thinking of joining a what you call it, not stand up, but improv comedy club. It should be fun.
Go for it.
Most of my jokes is going to be about Scotland though. Scotland though.
That's not really fly very well in America, though, is it?
Yeah, no. Well, I can talk about bagpipes and haggis and man,
Drunken Scotsman, I'd like wear a kilt and wear like a Jimmy hat and stuff, and like.
Okay, look. Imagine an Asian man wearing a kilt. You know how funny that would be.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't do that. But anyway, there's only 6 of us left here.
Yeah, it's like that for the whole city, really.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing.
Bad part is I'm actually about to bounce myself.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to end it then. So, I'm sure we're going to be a stream same time tomorrow, so be sure to watch that.
Yeah, thanks for letting me on to bullshit, because I like bullshitting.
So remember to like, share, and subscribe. You're all a bunch of cunts. Goodbye.
Love y'all.
Fuck off.